enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the clinic pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
At Corn Heritage Village, we're leading the way in patient care every day, every shift, all year round. We have rooms available right now for your loved ones. Care options include skilled nursing care, long-term care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a whole lot more. We're a nonprofit facility since 1948. Experience the nonprofit difference. When you need us, we're here. Quality care from a staff that really does care. For more information, call Stephanie, 580-302-4554, 302-4554, Corn Heritage Village in Corn and Weatherford, communities of care. Folks, you can trust and depend on quality Whirlpool home appliances. And the best place to purchase Whirlpool is Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. They've got washers and dryers, refrigerators and ranges and dishwashers and so much more. The complete line of Whirlpool appliances. The best in the industry. And you'll get blue ribbon service from Cordell TV and Appliance and Furniture. We service everything we sell. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture, 117 North Market in Cordell. Phone 580-832-5777.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
When your doctor prescribes, get that prescription filled at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Professional, courteous service every time. And friends, you're more than just a customer to Jimmy Evetts and staff. You are a friend. Evetts Drug has a great selection of gift ideas, including many OU and OSU items, perfume and lots of fragrances, jewelry, and a whole lot more. Greeting cards, a great selection, and at the best price anywhere. Great folks to do business with. That would be Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Come see us.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
Go Big Blue! High Plains Bank, located at 200 North College Street in Cordell, is the place to handle all of your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on mortgages, vehicle, commercial, and ag loans, along with friendly customer service. At High Plains Bank, we always have a cup of hot coffee or a cold drink waiting for you. High Plains Bank, community-driven and a proud supporter of the Cordell Blue Devils, member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the south side of the square in Cordell will delight your senses when you walk through the door. And Jack's is the perfect place to shop for your Valentine's sweetheart. They can design a special gift for your Valentine, including fresh flowers, candy, gift items, stuffed animals, and of course, they have beautiful roses for your Valentine. New owners Terry and Donna Jones welcome you to come in anytime and see all the new additions and the continued traditions at Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the square in Cordell.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken, meat packs for every budget, and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
All right, here we go. Our final girls game of the day. Coming up, it is a semifinal championship matchup between Cordell and Luther. The winner advancing to play Hollis in the title game. The loser will play Mangum tomorrow for second place. Luther winning last night 51-30 over Hobart. Meantime, it was Cordell surprising Navajo 33-26. Bailey Wilds will get the start here this evening for this group from Luther. Shawnee Silver will get the start. Also, Rochelle Stanfield, Caitlin Bailey, and Lauren Coates. So it'll be Wild, Silva, and Stanfield, Bailey, and Coates for Luther. They are dressed in their road red uniforms with the white black numerals, white trim, and they've got white and black on the sides as well. Madison Damon going to get the start for Cordell. She will be joined by Andrea Palmer and Megan Brown, Taylor Jaworski, and Casey Lee, the starting five for Jana Rogers. Cordell in their home white uniforms with the blue numerals and the gray trim. They'll work on the right end of your listening device in the first half of play. And tell me this, Batman, does Jana Rogers slow this thing down tonight as well, like we saw yesterday with Navajo?
Absolutely. Okay. Luther Lions love to get up and run. Watch them yesterday. Why go away from what got you here in the first place?
So you want to dance with the girl that you brought.
Exactly.
All right. And, you know, you talked about Luther wanting to run. And, well, I tell you what, Shawnee Silva impressed both of us last night in that victory. Yeah, as her ability to get up and down the floor and play all over.
Yeah, the freshman played very well last night, was able to command the court and do exactly what Coach Vic wanted her to do last night.
Well, we saw how important free throws were in that victory by Luther in the boys' game as they knocked off Hobart. And as you get deeper into a tournament, you find out just how important that free throw shooting is. So Lauren Coates set the jump center with Casey Lee, and the tap going to be controlled eventually by the girl who tapped it in the first place. And I don't think you can do that. You have to re-jump it. Yeah, that's exactly right. So Coates came up with the ball, got tied up, and they will re-jump. Nobody had possession. But if you are the one you can't possess it first if you're the one who taps it. Now the second tip will be controlled by Madison Damon, and we are underway. Cordell on the right end of your listening device in this first half of play, viewing device as well. We saw them come out and slow it down tremendously in that victory yesterday against Navajo. And we would expect them to do the same thing here on semifinal Friday night. Out high with it, and that is Madison Damon. The thing about a little bit different about Luther is that they will chase a little bit more, don't you think?
Exactly. So if you can slow the game down, a lot of passes, get them to jump, then you'll have somebody wide open down low.
And we just saw a case of them overplaying the basketball as it was knocked out of bounds by Lauren Coates. Inbounds pass, skipped out high. It's caught by Madison Damon. Damon matched up out high with Rochelle Stanfield, and we'll get a foul off the ball. No, standing out of bounds with the basketball, Andrea Palmer. So a turnover to give it to Luther, their first offensive possession. Running the offense will be Rachel Stanfield. Boy, you talk about somebody who's quick. Where she cut her thumb last night and had to spend some time on the bench. Got that thing taped up again here tonight. It is her shooting thumb. It did not seem to affect her. There's Silva in the corner from 15. Shot doesn't go. And how about the position on the rebound there by Andrea Palmer?
Yeah, good job, Andrea Palmer. And that's what they're going to need tonight. They're going to have to control the boards and make sure they don't give extra possessions to the Luther Lady Lions.
Minute 14 gone by here in the first quarter of play. Cordell with their second offensive possession. They've not attempted a shot. Now off the dribble penetration, Megan Brown puts it up from 15. Doesn't get it to go, and Coates with a rebound. Lauren going to give it up now to Caitlin Bailey. Bailey, the deadly shooter from outside last night for Luther as well. Silva here on the near side. There's a 3 ball going to be dialed up by Wilds, and Bailey's shot comes up short, and the rebound going to be collected by Cordell's Taylor Jaworski. Quickly into the front court, Lee off the glass, and it goes for Casey, and she is fouled. A 3-point opportunity for Casey Lee.
And I guess whenever you have numbers in transition, you might as well go ahead and take them.
Well, you have to. Foul called on Lauren Coates, and Coates going to get a chance to sit down and be coached up by Johnny Vick. He was not happy with the effort there. Coates is replaced by Kennedy Cox. 3-point opportunity here for Casey Lee is good. So Cordell with the early lead now. 3-0. 6:10 left here in the first quarter of play. Lady Lions go to work on the left end of your listening device or viewing device. Bailey Wilds out between the two circles. Little bounce pass here on the near side to Stanfield. Stanfield in the corner to Wilds, and Bailey in trouble. She'll go to Silva. 5:55 left here in the first quarter of play. 3-0 Cordell on top. Good defense by the Lady Blue Devils. We talked about that slowdown game yesterday. That's another thing we didn't mention was their great defensive play.
Yeah, exactly. They played great defense yesterday, and I think it showed with how little points the Navajo Lady Indians scored. Madison Damon
commits a foul here for Cordell, the first of the ball game on the Lady Blue Devils. And so a dribble penetration, wild shot put up here by Bailey, but the putback is up and in for Rachel Stanfield. So Stanfield with the first 2 of the ball game makes it 3-2. 5:30 left here in quarter number 1. Boys game to wrap things up. It ought to be a barn burner as it'll be Mangum taking on Cordell.
Two high-paced offenses.
Boy, Cordell throws the ball away here, and they can ill afford to do that. Yeah, I would think that it'll be up and down in that boys game coming up next. Whereas this one may have a little bit of a slower pace. They will get after it in that boys contest. Silva on the baseline, not a good pass there. As you're going to make that kind of pass in that kind of traffic, it has to be pinpoint perfect. If not, you turn it over, and that's exactly what happened there to Shaughnessy. I told Jana Rogers she's going to come a long way to get in front of the camera tonight. Cordell on the left end, and then that means she shouldn't be crossing over the timeline.
No, I think she'll be all right.
3 ball dialed up. Megan Brown doesn't get it to go, and the rebound unable to track it down, and you can hear Coach to our left. She'll be right here on our microphones. Casey Lee didn't put much forth of an effort there to go get that ball, according to Jana Rogers. So here comes Caitlin Bailey and company. 4:50 left in the first period of play. 3-2 lead for Cordell. Silva at the free throw line. Shaughnessy had the shot. Instead, she will give it up to Stanfield. Shot on the way, doesn't count. Stanfield with an offensive foul.
And that's the little things that will help Cordell Lady Blue Devils stay in this game.
Rochelle Stanfield with the charge. That'll be her first foul. Team foul number 2 called on Luther. 4:35 left here in the first period of play. And now Madison Damon will walk it across the timeline. Madison here on the near side. Boy, Palmer, tough catch there. That ball got up on her in a hurry. Now up top, you'll find Damon with a ball. She'll get a Brown. 3 ball on the way, no good. Weak side rebound taken away by Caitlin Bailey. And Luther wants to run. Bailey quickly into the front court. She'll leave it right side for Stanfield. And Stanfield going to slow it down and back it out. 4:10 left here in the first quarter of play. Off the bounce, tough shot put up by Silva. Shaughnessy's shot comes up short, and we'll get a jump ball on the rebound.
I actually think they called that a foul.
Well, they did. Called a foul on Bailey Wilds. Wow. Well, one of the officials had jump ball on his mind, but the official underneath called a foul on Wilds. That'll be her first, and 3 now on Luther in the early going. A little bit surprised about that call. What about you?
Yeah, I thought both players had all the ball, but I don't know how you call it one way or the other.
I'm like you. Megan Brown now will go inside to Jaworski. Taylor back out top to Madison Damon. Good patience here by Cordell. Damon kicks it left side. Brown. Megan, little jab step, nothing there. Goes back now to Damon. And you can hear Coach Rogers wanting a clear out on the near side. Palmer on the wing. She'll go. 3 ball. Megan Brown. Shot won't go. And good position on the inside by Caitlin Bailey on the rebound. Bailey now. Coach Rogers thought she was carrying the ball. 3 ball dialed up here. Stanfield doesn't get it to go. And a flat-footed rebound recovered by Cordell walking it across the timeline now. Megan Brown at the free throw line. She'll find Casey Lee, and Lee gets held as she goes to the bucket. Check the whistle here. And it will go against Luther's Kennedy Cox. First on Kennedy. Team foul number 4 called on Luther. So Cox will sit down, and back into the ballgame, Lauren Coates. 3:07 left in the first period. It's a 3-2 lead for Cordell. 3:05 left, quarter number 1. Andrea Palmer comes here on that air side. She'll hand it off now to Taylor Jaworski. Little tip inside, trying to save it, not being able to get it done. Brown, ball taken away by Stanfield. Now out front, she'll find Bailey. Caitlin dribble, drive, shot won't go, but she'll get fouled. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Check the whistle here. And it'll be on Taylor Jaworski, her first. And team foul number 2 called on Cordell. 2:49 left here in the first period of play. It was on the floor. So Stanfield will get the inbounds pass. Rachel off the window. Shot won't go. And a good job again by Casey Lee, limiting it to one opportunity for the Lady Lions. We're going to go with Lionesses.
Lionesses, all
yeah.
right.
Lady Lions. It just doesn't work for me. Lionesses. 2:30 left here in the first period of play. Tanner didn't like my Lioness thing last night. Oh, okay. All right.
I think he likes it better.
Casey Lee going to go inside here to Megan Brown, who gets fouled, and Brown will go to the line to shoot 2. Boy, the foul's mounting very quickly for Luther, and they're not a real deep bench. Reach-in foul called on Rochelle Stanfield. And that'll be the second on Rochelle, and 5 now already on Luther.
Yeah.
So at the free throw line, Megan Brown.
They've got about 8 people total, so.
Brown misses the first free throw. Megan will get one more. Yeah, you're right. They had 9 on the bench, I thought, last night, but just a total of 8 here this evening. Second free throw comes up short, ball tipped, tapped, and Bailey Wilds will get it. Now we'll get a tie-up and a jump ball, and the arrow going to point the way of Luther. So on the alternate possession, it will go back now to the Lady Lionesses. I have to laugh, and you're one of these young guys that you can do this, but I saw a couple of the Cordell boys players, and I noticed that they were eating pizza as a pregame meal.
No, see, I had a very bad experience with that one time,
Okay.
so I never did that.
3 ball, right side. Bailey misses it, got her own rebound. Second attempt won't go, and blocking out is Megan Brown. By the way, I've just been informed we're not only on Classic Hits 97.7, but we're also on 107 The Zone. And that's over the air. You don't seem to be impressed by that.
I had no idea what station we were on besides 97.7.
All right, there you go. Thanks for tuning in and being a part of our broadcast. Megan Brown now getting a screen out high, rolling off of it Lee. Casey with the catch, glass shot doesn't go. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it will be Cordell basketball. Well-designed play there. Lee just couldn't finish. Set the screen, rolled off of it, got the pass, and couldn't get the shot to roll in. Inbounds pass. Lee will get it. Had it knocked out of her hands. Stanfield comes up with it for Luther. She'll come to Caitlin Bailey, and here come the Lionesses. And Silva, off-balance shot, doesn't get it to go. And the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Cordell basketball. Instead, it was knocked out of bounds by Coates. And Johnny Fick at the top of his lungs screaming at his club and saying that nobody talks.
I think he wants some communication out of his 5 players out there.
It is kind of quiet, you know?
Well, I mean, we have a very high-scoring game right now, so.
Madison Damon in front of us. Got to watch the 5-second count. Ball poked out of bounds. And you can hear it bang off our scores table right in front of us. Rachel Stanfield, extremely quick. Minute left, first quarter of play. Of course, Dylan facetious about the high-scoring affair. Total of 5 points. Inbounds pass caught by Brown. Megan, good pass to Lee. Casey off the window and scores. Good communication there by the Cordell Lady Blue Devils. 5 now for Lee. 5-2. The early lead for Cordell. 40 seconds left, first quarter of play. Silva from 15. Her shot doesn't go. And she tried to get up her own rebound. Boy, look at the body off that time by Megan Brown. Then Brown throws it away. Steal by Lauren Coates. Coates going to drop step inside with the left hand. That's a foul on the floor. Given the reaction, should be a foul on Cordell's Madison Damon. And it is her second of the ball game. Team foul number 3 on Cordell. 27 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Lionesses trying to inbound underneath her own glass. Stanfield will make the catch. She'll come here to Bailey. Caitlin puts up the shot. Foul going to be called. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Camden Davis will come in for Cordell and set the check in for Luther, Kennedy Cox. First, though, a couple of free throws. Bailey, first one on the way, doesn't go. Caitlin will get one more. Boy, it's gotten really hot here this evening, hasn't it? You look at Bailey Wilds, and Wilds acting as though maybe a contact got knocked out of her face. And now we've got to get a player back onto the floor, Lindsey Kuhlman.
Maybe
Luther only had 4 players on the field. Rochelle Stanfield came out on the substitution, and then Wilds, who lost a contact, came out as well. Second free throw, no good. And the rebound going to be dug out in the corner by Cordell. They've got 15 seconds left in the first quarter of play. They lead it 5-2. Coming across the timeline here on the near side, Megan Brown. Brown going to go back out top and reset now for Jana Rogers' team. Down to 8. Brown, dribble penetration, kicks right side. 3-ball Davis. Camden shot no good. Shauna Silver with a rebound, and the period will come to an end. 5-2. Cordell on top by 3 at the end of 1 here on Classic Hits 97.7 and 107 The Zone.
Do you want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell, member FDIC.
Did you know water heating is the second largest energy expense in your home? 90% of the energy your washing machine uses really don't get any cleaner if you wash them in hot water. In fact, the kind of laundry detergent you use is more of a factor than water temperature. So save up to $40 a year by washing in cold water. Low-flow shower heads are also a great way to save water, hot and cold. Replace your old shower head and you could save more than 40% of the water you use when you bathe. These energy-saving tips brought to you by CK Energy.
Cordell has the ball to begin period number 2, and the inbounds pass caught by Megan Brown. Brown out there along with Camden Davis. Also getting the start in period number 2 will be Casey Lee. Lee has it behind the arc. She'll come near side to Davis. Camden looking for some help. Gets it now from Andrea Palmer. Palmer, final player out there, Taylor Jaworski, and Jaworski got knocked to the floor. Check the foul here. And they will call this one on Lauren Coates of Luther. That'll be 2 on Luther's Lauren Coates, and 6 now. And Coates will sit down, and she'll be replaced by Bailey Wilds, who apparently got that fixed when it come to her eyeball, extra 1. Bailey Wilds out there along with Shauna Silver, Kennedy Cox, Caitlin Bailey, and Rachel Stanfield for the Lionesses in their road red uniforms, black numerals, and white and black trim. Cordell home white with the blue and the silver. Dangerous cross-court pass taken away, and a run out now for Caitlin Bailey. She'll dribble, drive, and lay it up and score. Caitlin Bailey. Timeout going to be taken by Jana Rogers. 7:20 left in the first play. It is a 5-4 lead, and we're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7, 107 The Zone.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Quick timeout there taken by Jana Rogers. Did not like the way her club came out of that offensive possession.
No, they played right into the hand of the Luther Lions. Cross-court pass isn't what the Cordell Lady Blue Devils need.
Well, and if you're going to make that pass, you better put some mustard on it, and that one just kind of fluttered out there.
Yeah, my coach used to say, fake a pass and make a pass, so.
All you got to do really is a shoulder turn as well. Darren Jean and Balzer listening in. Marty Michael Miller as well. Sandy Wofford, thanks for joining us here on 107 The Zone, and that's some good defense there at the timeline. Rachel Stanfield, a little pitter-patter of the feet by Camden Davis, and Davis going to get a chance to sit down and be coached up now by Jana Rogers. So the turnover, going to give it back now to Luther. 5-4. It is Cordell on top. We're in period number 2. 7:12 left in this first half of play. And again, very stagnant on the offensive end for both teams. And this comes as a surprise to me. I really thought Luther would be more energetic on the offensive end. The go over the top, 3-ball dialed up by Bailey. And Caitlin will knock it down.
Right on cue.
Guess what? We're sitting in the middle of the Luther fans, by the way. And there's another travel by Cordell. Back-to-back turnovers. Madison Damon this time with the extra step.
Playing right into the hand of the Luther Lady Lions. This is exactly what they wanted to do.
They're on top 7-5, they being Luther. 6:44 left in the first half of play. Shantae Silva running the offense now for Johnny Vick. Remember, the winner will play in the championship tomorrow against Hollis. 6:30 left in the first half of play. Caitlin Bailey up top. Silva, she'll go at the free throw line to Stanfield, who had the 15-footer and decided not to take it. Stanfield last night shooting ball after ball and a little bit nervous about it, it would appear. By the way, Bailey Wilds got poked in the nose and has a big old giant cotton ball hanging out of her nostril. 6:05 left in the first half of play. Wilds moved both feet, got away with it. She'll go to Bailey. Now Stanfield inside. Good defense on the interior by Cordell. She'll force the shot, miss it, put it up a second time. That won't go. The rebound going to be cleared away by Casey Lee. I like the way Lee played defense that time. Held her position, did not reach. Wound up with the rebound after a couple of misses. Now Lee into the front court. You can hear Jana Rogers telling her club, take your time. Madison Damon on the dribble, penetration, cut off. She'll go to Lee on the baseline. Lee tried to go inside, forces it, and here's Silva with a run out. Shaughnessy, 1-on-2. She doesn't have the numbers. She doesn't care. Puts it up, comes up short. Rebound, put back. Sheffield goes. Rachel Stanfield following, puts it up and in. She's got 4, and it's a 9-5 ball game. 5:20 left in the first half of play. Cordell trailing. Dangerous pass there. Now Madison Damon with a run out. She'll go bounce pass to Jaworski, and an inadvertent kick by Silva. But you got to take that ball all the way to the hole, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. She should never have given that ball up.
I mean, I understand the unselfishness, but go ahead. You've got a clear path to the lane. Don't make that extra pass. Out high now. Damon giving up the dribble. Coming to rescue her. Palmer reset now. Right in front of us, it's Madison with the basketball. 3 minutes gone by here in the second period of play. Wild shot put up, does not go for Megan Brown. Brown looking for a foul, not going to get it. The ball going to go out of bounds, and getting it back will be Luther.
There's quite a bit of contact right there, but I guess the referee thought she was straight up.
Kennedy Cox will sit down, and back into the ball game now comes Lauren Coates. 4:55 left in the first half of play. 9-5 the lead. It's a little Dolly Parton action. Deep 3 on the way here. In front of the iron, didn't get it to go. Caitlin Bailey, but following the shot and putting it up and in. Bailey Wilds with her first 2.
Second chance points and turnovers will kill any momentum the Cordell Lady Blue Devils have.
Well, and it's easy to stop that from happening. You put a body on the guy who's just trying to rebound, or girl in this case. Out front now, here comes Taylor Jaworski. She'll put it up, doesn't get it to go. One and done. Rebound clear off. Here comes Stanfield back the other way for Luther. She'll dribble, drive, put up the shot, and an offensive foul going to be called on Rochelle Stanfield. Charge! And I believe that's the 3rd on the ball game on Stanfield. and it will be her third.
And as you can tell, the Luther Lions have started a full court pressure, and the Cordell Lady Blue Devils have started to turn it over quite a bit more.
Back into the ball game now for Cordell will come Andrea Palmer. She's set down for a moment. Inbounds pass. Lacey Birch has come in as well, and Birch has it knocked out of her hands, and Luther will get it back. 4:10 left of the first half of play. Luther to inbound underneath their own window. Pass caught here on the near side by Stanfield. Stanfield to Bailey, and now to Silva. Well, Silva, she just really is not shy about that pass over the top, and a nice move inside here by Lauren Coates. That'll be 2 for Coates, her first 2 of the ball game, and the lead now 8, 13-5. Cordell having a hard time with that full court pressure defense. They'll get it into the front court, run out left side. That's Jaworski. Taylor now going to kick it out on the wing. 3-ball dialed up. Casey Lee doesn't go. Foul on the play against Lacey Birch.
Another rushed shot by the Cordell Lady Blue Devils. They have rushed the last 4 or 5 possessions, and that's why they had the lead in the first quarter. They were up early, and they slowed it down 6, 7, 8 passes before they even attempted to score.
Kennedy Cox back into the ball game now, and setting down with those 3 personal fouls for the Lionesses, Rachel Stanfield. Kennedy puts up the shot, doesn't get it to go, but boy, she got hammered on the arm. Can't believe she even got it to the rim. Reach-in foul called on Andrea Palmer, and on Palmer, that'll be her first. And team foul number 5 called on Cordell. Couple of free throws now for Kennedy Cox. First one on the way for the right-hander, and Cox misses it badly. Kennedy will get one more. And timeout going to be taken right now. 3:25 left of the first half of play. It's taken by Cordell. They trail 13-5. Back after this, Classic Hits 97.7.
At Corn Heritage Village, we're leading the way in patient care every day, every shift, all year round. We have rooms available right now for your loved ones. Care options include skilled nursing care, long-term care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a whole lot more. We're a nonprofit facility since 1948. Experience the nonprofit difference. When you need us, we're here. Quality care from a staff that really does care. For more information, call Stephanie, 580-302-4554, 302-4554, Corn Heritage Village in Corn and Weatherford, Communities of Care.
All right, April Cochran letting us know that the score not updating on the screen as we play here 13-5, 3:25 left in the first half of play. Screen not on the score not on the screen. Free throw on the way, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Cordell will come away with it. Brad Gilbert letting us know that we're not getting a score on the screen either. Ball thrown away, but knocked out of bounds. And Luther will touch it last, so it'll go back now to Cordell. Brad, thanks for checking in. We appreciate that, bud. Inbounds pass caught here on the near side. Megan Brown over the top. She'll go to Andrea Palmer. Palmer off the dribble penetration. Cordell yet to score here in this second quarter. And they won't score on that possession either. Run out now on the other end for Shawnee Silva. She'll stop with the left hand. Shot too hard. Weak side rebound, Andrea Palmer. Back the other way come the Lady Blue Devils. Megan Brown over the top to Madison Damon. Damon, what a pass there to Birch. Birch lost it in traffic. And finally going to be picked up by Luther. And now we've got 4 people on the floor. My goodness. If there were a bowling ball somewhere, I would say that would be a 7-10 split right now. Get a foul called on the play. They get it on Casey Lee. That'll be her first. And team foul number 6 called on Cordell. 2:44 left of the first half of play. 1-1 on the other end for Caitlin Bailey. Did we get the score things figured out? 2:44 left of the first half of play. Free throw goes in. One more for Caitlin Bailey. Bailey was 6 in the quarter. 14-5. Might have to do some old-fashioned listening there. Second free throw good. And timeout going to be taken by Luther. They lead it 15-5, 2:44 left in the first half of play. We're back.
And depend on quality Whirlpool home appliances. And the best place to purchase Whirlpool is Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. They've got washers and dryers, refrigerators and ranges and dishwashers and so much more. The complete line of Whirlpool appliances. The best in the industry. And you'll get blue ribbon service from Cordell TV and Appliance and Furniture. We service everything we sell. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture, 117 North Market in Cordell. Phone 580-832-5777.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Well, we try to make sense sometime of the internet, and it doesn't always work. We can tell you that on the Classic Hits 97.7 website, the score is updating, as it is a 15-5 ball game. Inbounds pass, Cordell, and again, they've yet to score in the second quarter. Silva going to tie up Madison Damon. And now it is, the score is showing. Score is showing. All right, score is now showing. Jimmy Harden tells us, Billy Goodwin as well. All right.
We're good.
So we got it figured out now. All right. Good job, fellas. Way to work hard on that deal. And to our viewers, thank you so much for letting us know.
That's what we get paid for, right, Michael?
We get paid? I thought we just did this for fun.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
I do, at least.
2:29 left in the first half of play. And it will be Luther basketball, a little give and go inside and off the glass. The shot rolls around and goes in for Lauren Coates. So Coates now with 4, and that'll make it 17-5. You didn't tell me the ball was coming this way. I heard the bang, thought I was going to get hit. Got to protect the equipment. Going to get a question, and you know what? I like this. Megan Brown went to the official, said, ask for some help on this because I think that should be our ball. So the two officials will get together and
nope.
Megan tried. Give her credit for at least trying. I like the smile on the official's face saying, yeah, she asked me and I went and found out. Shawnee Silva now back the other way. Had the ball knocked out of her hands. Good hands that time by Megan Brown. Brown coming into the front court. Again, Cordell yet to score in period number 2, and we've got 2 minutes remaining. They trail by a dozen, 17-5. Madison Damon giving up the dribble, needs help, finds it in Lee. Casey, baseline, stops, pops glass, shot too hard. Rebound on the floor, and from her backside, Caitlin Bailey will get it to Silva. And a double dribble now going to be called on Shawnee. Shawnee doesn't like the call. Doth not protest a whole lot, though. For one thing, Johnny Vick said, yeah, you did double dribble. Be quiet. I like that when a coach takes over. But again, Cordell, we talked about being delivered on the offensive end, but that doesn't mean going over the quarter. Skip pass here on the near side, caught by Damon. Madison trying to clear space in front of the Luther bench. She'll go back out top to Casey Lee. 1:25 left in the third period, or in the second period of play. Lee over the top. Madison Damon here on the near side to Palmer. Andrea, give, go, Lee. Glass got it that time. Good job by Casey. Here's something for you, though. Casey Lee, 7 points. Cordell, 7 points. 17-7. 1:05 left in the first half of play. Bailey Wilds going to go underneath the basket, fall down. She was out of bounds. And the turnover going to give it back now to Cordell. And that's like the second or third time today we've seen somebody slip on that end of the floor. Wilds went down unabated, as they say. Megan Brown coming across the timeline. She'll go to Lee. Casey walked. Pretty easy call there for the official. Made the bucket, but again, unless you say, mother may I, take that extra step, not going to get away with it. And even then, I'm not sure that'll be the case. Rather pedestrian type atmosphere right now in this one, but let me just tell you, when it's Cordell and Mangum in the boys game, this place will be rocking.
Yeah, it's going to be a totally different story.
Be a different atmosphere for sure. 35 seconds left in the first half of play. Johnny Vick says, pull it out, let's hold for one. Caitlin Bailey at the right hash mark. On her is Madison Damon. Shawnee Silva, when nearly carried that ball, made a pass in one motion and saved her club a turnover. 15 seconds left here in the third. Skip pass out top to Caitlin Bailey. Bailey here on the near side. Bailey Wilds down to three. Wilds a deep, deep three. Front of the iron doesn't go, and the half will come to a close. 17-7. 10-point lead. It is Cordell trailing Luther at the intermission. The winner advancing to the championship of the Tri-County Tournament tomorrow night against Hobart. 17 on the board for Luther, 7 for Cordell. We are at the intermission. Take a timeout, come back, look at your halftime numbers. 17-7 at the half. It's a 10-point lead. Luther in front of Cordell. We are Classic Hits, 97.7 and 107 The Zone.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
At Corn Heritage Village, we're leading the way in patient care every day, every shift, all year round. We have rooms available right now for your loved ones. Care options include skilled nursing care, long-term care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a whole lot more. We're a nonprofit facility since 1948. Experience the nonprofit difference. When you need us, we're here. Quality care from a staff that really does care. For more information, call Stephanie, 580-302-4554, 302-4554, Corn Heritage Village in Corn and Weatherford, communities of care. Folks, you can trust and depend on quality Whirlpool home appliances. And the best place to purchase Whirlpool is Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. They've got washers and dryers, refrigerators and ranges and dishwashers and so much more. The complete line of Whirlpool appliances. The best in the industry. And you'll get blue ribbon service from Cordell TV and Appliance and Furniture. We service everything we sell. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture, 117 North Market in Cordell. Phone 580-832-5777.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
When your doctor prescribes, get that prescription filled at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Professional, courteous service every time. And friends, you're more than just a customer to Jimmy Evetts and staff. You are a friend. Evetts Drug has a great selection of gift ideas, including many OU and OSU items, perfume and lots of fragrances, jewelry, and a whole lot more. Greeting cards, a great selection, and at the best price anywhere. Great folks to do business with. That would be Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Come see us.
At the half, it's Luther in front of Cordell, 17-7. And Dylan, I tell you what, I had to take a double take when I looked at my book and realized that, excuse me, Luther only had 2 points in that first quarter of play, 17 at the half. They scored 15 in the second frame. What was the difference?
Well, Cordell Lady Blue Devils were able to stick to their game plan in that first quarter. They were able to slow the game down. Once they got across half court, they were able to make 6, 7, 8, 10 passes before they even thought about scoring. And then the second quarter, the Luther Lions came out, pressed, got the Cordell Lady Blue Devils riled up, get going too fast, too many turnovers, and second chance points were big.
All right, check the scoring now. 7 in the first half for Caitlin Bailey to lead this group from Luther. 4 apiece, Lauren Coates and Rachel Stanfield. 2 for Bailey Wilds. And that is the scoring for Luther. They are 2 of 6 from the free throw line. Foul situation for Johnny Vick. Stanfield with 3, and Coach with 2 at the intermission. So Vic does not have a deep bench. He's got to protect his kids. Only 8 in uniform, and a couple of them with foul trouble in that first half of play. Cordell, on the other hand, had 5 in the first quarter, 2 in the second quarter, and it's easy to tabulate the scoring. Casey Lee had all 7 for Jana Rogers in that first half of play. 1 and 3 from the foul line was Cordell. Foul situation for Coach Rogers. Madison Damon with 2, and she is the only player with more than 1 foul. Before we go to break, we've got a request on a shout-out. You don't remember Harry Carey, do you? Hi, everybody. This is Harry Carey, Chicago Cubs baseball on WGN. Harry would like to drink during the ball game. He was supported by Budweiser in more than one way. Well, a shout-out with Harry Carey in mind, not because these folks drink, but you know, he would be doing a broadcast and all of a sudden he'd go, "Hi, we gotta say hi to this person." We've got one of those right now. Our good friend Brad Gilbert says, "I request a shout out to my parents." That would be Laniel and Nelda Gilbert. They are watching this evening. We're not sure which of the platforms they're on, but hello to the Gilberts and thanks for joining us here along our network, whether it's on radio or on one of our Facebook pages on oksports.tv. We can tell you that earlier today, as we check scores for you, the day started back at noon or at 11, and Lady beat Snyder 65-37. Navajo then knocked off Hobart 36-28. So those 2 teams will play tomorrow at noon for the 5th place on the girls' side. On the boys' side, it'll be Lady and Hollis at about 1:20. Hollis getting off the collective deck came from behind, beat Snyder 53-52. Meantime, Lady knocking off Navajo 65-56. Girls contest decided earlier as Luther knocked off, or that was a boys game, Luther knocking off Hobart to advance to the championship. Hobart will play for 3rd place tomorrow against Cordell and Mangum. That yet to come. Mangum girls playing for 3rd. They were beaten by Hollis 47-37. The winner of this one will get Hollis for the championship, and the loser will play Mangum tomorrow afternoon for 3rd place. At the half, 17-7, Luther by 10 over Cordell, and we're back for the second half after this on 107 The Zone and Classic Hits 97.7.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
Well, I have to wonder out loud when they're going to turn on the giant fans overhead. It has gotten warm inside the field house tonight. In fact, we've gotten rid of our jacket as the second half about ready to get underway. And it'll be Cordell basketball to begin the 3rd period of play as Jana Rogers will go with Madison Damon, Andrea Palmer, Megan Brown, Taylor Jaworski, and Casey Lee as Cordell plays in their home white uniforms with the blue numerals and the blue trim. And as I mentioned, they matriculate on the left end of your listening and or viewing device. 5 on the floor for the Lady Lions: Bailey Wild, Shauna T. Silva, Rachel Stanfield, Caitlin Bailey, and Lauren Coates. Some foul problems for this group from Luther. Let's see if this is exploited by Jana Rogers and company. They trail 17-7, and Coach Rogers just looking for somebody besides Casey Lee to score points. Pass inside will get a foul, and the foul problems continue. That'll be on Shauna T. Silva. First on the ball game on Silva, and number 1 on Luther in the second half. And now they'll flip the alternate possession switch. 7:43 left here in the third period of play. Inbounds pass caught over the top by Andrea Palmer. Palmer looking inside. That's Lee. She's got all 7. Casey puts the ball on the floor, kicks it over the top. 3-ball. Madison Damon off the mark. And the rebound put back is up and in. Good follow that time by Andrea Palmer. So Palmer with the shot. And somebody besides Casey Lee scoring here tonight for Cordell. 3-ball dialed up here. Spins in and out for Wilds. And the rebound taken away by Casey Lee. So an opportunity now for Cordell. They trail 17-9. Minute gone by here in period number 3. Dribble penetration. Lee can't do anything with it. They'll reset out high to Palmer. Andrea here on the near side to Madison Damon. Damon stops. Good pass there. Jaworski lays it up and in. Little 2-man game there. Taylor Jaworski with her first 2. And that'll make it 17-11. So back-to-back buckets by Cordell to begin the third quarter of play. And they've cut it to 6. At the free throw line, that's Stanfield. She got to go track the ball down. Stanfield now weaves her way through traffic. Double dribble. Got away with it. Jana Rogers saw the same thing I did. And now a foul going to be called. Coach Rogers is right. That was a double dribble that time as Stanfield put her offhand on the ball. So Jaworski going to pick up a personal foul. That'll send Stanfield to the free throw line to shoot 2. Taylor's second foul of the night. First in the second half called on Cordell. So Stanfield free throw. Rochelle got it to roll in. She'll get one more. Rachel Stanfield, 5 of the ball game. That's her first made free throw. 6:30 left here in the third, 18-11. Second free throw on the way. Back of the iron doesn't go. And the long rebound going to be collected by Andrea Palmer. And then had her pocket picked by Shauna T. Silva. So the turnover there, Silva with a loose basketball. She'll come here on the near side to Stanfield. Probably Stanfield didn't take that shot. Reset now out high. 6:10 left here in this third period of play. Coming to the next, Cordell will do battle with Mangum in a boys contest. Good defense inside that time by the Lady Blue Devils as they come up with a steal. Coming across the timeline, Megan Brown. Brown to Madison Damon. Damon, ball on hip, her club trailing 18-11. 5:45 left here in the third period of play. Looking for a 2-man game there. Cordell can't take advantage of it. Lee fakes the 3. Dangerous pass out high. Good catch by Andrea Palmer. Are you back now?
I am back.
Busy in the boys' room, was it? Take you to Brownsville Station, smoking to the boys' room. Redone by, I don't know, some group in the 90s. A grunge band. It was. Yeah, it was. Casey Lee. When was it then? 3-ball on the way. Nah, I don't think so. We're going to have to Google that one. Off balance shot here doesn't go. We'll get a foul though. Google that for me.
What do I need to look up?
Brownsville Station sang it originally in the 70s. Then somebody redid it. I thought it was in the 90s. She says it was in the 80s. Let's check. One of those grunge bands redid it. 5:10 left here in the third period of play. Get the second foul of the night on Casey Lee. And it will send to the free throw line to shoot 2. Stanfield. First free throw up and in. Rachel will get one more. Stanfield now with 6. As Kennedy Cox comes in for Luther, and setting down will be Bailey Wilds. 19-11. Second free throw on the way. Good. That'll make it 20-11. 5:10 left here in this third period of play. Walking it across the timeline, Madison Damon. And again, the pace of play is just almost exhaustive because there's just not a lot of pace to it. Nobody can get into any kind of rhythm, and it's been that way all day for the girls' game. 15-footer, right elbow, doesn't go for the left-handed Palmer, and on the rebound, we're going to jump ball. They are going to point the way of Luther. What'd you find out?
Are we talking about Motley Crue when they redid it?
Motley Crue redid it? Okay.
And it said released in 1985.
Nah. No, I'm serious. There was something later in the 90s. Maybe it was, though. I don't know. I'm old. My brain is addled. Motley Crue, he said 85. That sound right? Motley Crue, 85 on that? Okay, all right. We're going to go with it. Google's never wrong. They'll go inside now, unless you were in drama when that was going on. Shot put up and in by Lauren Coates. She's fouled, and we'll go to the line for an old-fashioned three-point play. And the foul called on Taylor Jaworski. That'll be her third. And the way this game is going, if you're a Cordell fan, whether you smoke or not, you might be, as the three-point play is made by Lauren Coates. Coates will make it 23-11. She's got 7 on the ball game now. So Cordell trying to eke their way back into it offensively. Casey Lee out behind the arc. She'll come here on the near side and leave it for Madison Damon. Back to Lee. Inside scoop shot. Didn't get it to fall. Rebound tipped and tapped, and finally coming out of the pack and getting shoved to the floor will be Caitlin Bailey. Was that Rachel Stanfield? It was Stanfield instead. Shauna T. Silva will sit down. Bailey Wilds will take her place. 4:05 left here in the third, 23-11. 8:42 on a Friday night. We should have been playing the boys' semifinal championship game by now, right?
Surely we were supposed to start by now.
Well, it was, but don't call me Shirley.
Surely.
Off the bounce, dribble, penetration. Nothing there for Stanfield. She'll reset out high now to Wilds. 3:45 left here in the third period of play. Coates skips it over the top. That's Wilds, bobbled the ball, and Lee going to go down to the floor and got some help too. Boy, she went down hard. Out of position there was Rachel Stanfield, and that should be 4 on Rachel. And team foul number 2 on the second half against Luther.
I think my father would be proud of me for getting the airplane movie reference. Don't call me Shirley.
Well, you should get that one. My goodness. That's right there in your dad's wheelhouse. He was probably in his early high school years when that movie came out, and that's a fun stuff. I've probably seen that movie at least 20 times. 3:25 left here in the third quarter of play. They'll dump it inside to Lee, and now we'll get a foul on the floor. See who they call this one on. Going to go against Lauren Coates, and Lauren Coates has picked up her third of the night. Team foul number 3 in the second half on Luther. Inbounds pass Lee, 15-footer. Casey will knock it down. Casey Lee. 9 in the ball game for Casey. Can you give me any other quick quotes from Airplane?
Me.
Shauna Silva coming across
Tanner
the timeline.
could.
That answer is no. If
Tanner
it took you
could.
that long
No.
to think about it, the answer is no.
Tanner could. I could not.
Diagonal pass over the top. 8-footer in the paint. Bailey couldn't get it to go. Rebound Lee. 23-13. Cordell had the ball taken away, and that's good effort by Caitlin Bailey with the steal and the layup. Caitlin Bailey. 50-50 ball there. She took it away from Damon. 25-13. 2:40 left here in the third quarter of play. I've got to know how long before we can land this plane. I can't tell. You can tell me. I'm a doctor. 25-13. The lob it inside. Lee now takes it out behind the arc. Casey thought about the 3. Instead, it'll be a 3 dialed up by the left-hander. Megan Brown doesn't get it to go, and on the rebound, a foul going to be committed. And that may be on Brown. Let's see. Yep, it is. Megan, first of the night, and team foul number 4 called on Cordell.
Ever since the first quarter, the Cordell Lady Blue Devils just haven't been able to control the pace of this game.
Not at all. They have really struggled. You're right, that first quarter went well for Jana Rogers' team, and since then it has just been ragtag at best. 2:05 left here in the third quarter. They trailed 25-13. Shauna T. Lee had the ball knocked out of her hands, but got it back, and now going inside. Coates misses the shot, taps it out though, and a reset for Caitlin Bailey. Bailey had the ball taken out of her hands. Good anticipation on the defensive end. Megan Brown. Brown over the top to Madison Damon. Damon collects it deep in the corner, but there you go.
Is it still the third quarter?
It is the third quarter.
These quarters just keep running together.
Got to say hi to the gals over there at Sonny's in Hobart. I'm not sure which one of the Sonny's locations, but they've got the Tri-County tournament going on inside the store. We were at the one the other day that has the Subway inside and got ourselves one of those garlic toasted sandwiches. Pretty darn good. 25-13, 90 seconds left here in this third quarter of play. 3 ball, top of the arc, off the back of the iron, does not fall for Camden Davis, but the rebound collected for Megan Brown, and a reset now for Cordell. Lacey Birch has checked into the ballgame for Jana Rogers. Minute 20 left in the third quarter of play. Ball poked out of bounds, Lauren Coates. good to have alongside Sonny's. 2 locations in Hobart.
We're just worldwide now, huh?
And they've got one in Roosevelt and in Granite as well. Well, yeah, we're worldwide. Heck yeah. 3 ball off the mark for Camden Davis. Trying to save the rebound is Megan Brown. And did she get it done? I think she did. She bounced it off of Silva. And it will be Cordell basketball. Nice effort there on the part of Cordell to keep that offensive possession alive. Skip pass over the top, caught by Brown. Megan here on the near side. She'll come to Birch. Lacey. And Lee will get it now. She'll penetrate. Stop, pop, and shot won't go down, but a blocking foul going to be called on Luther. And the foul's really beginning to mount on the Lady Lions. There'll be team foul number 4 on them. And Lauren Coates has picked up her 4th. So Coates and Rachel Stanfield each have 4 apiece. A substitution now after the first of 2 free throws.
Coach Vic's choices between players
limited.
Was very limited.
And he will get a substitution in there as coming into the ballgame now will be Savannah Nunley. First time we've seen Savannah on the evening. Second free throw on the way, rolls in. So a couple of them for Casey Lee. Casey now with 11 in the ball game. 25-15. It's a 10-point ball game. 45 seconds left, third quarter play, and I tell you what, Luther going to throw it away. And we talked about their limited numbers. It really could come into play before this one is all said and done. And you wonder if Janet Rogers in that fourth quarter won't try to attack and get more fouls.
I mean, I definitely would if you are the Cordell Lady Blue Devils. That's the only bad thing about having such a limited amount of players. I mean, even if they're in good shape, if someone gets in foul trouble, it's big trouble for them.
You know, they look for points here. Out on the wing, that's Megan Brown. Brown, she'll go between the 2 circles to beat Birch with her. Lacey swings it around right side. Megan Brown, line drive. 3 and it goes! Megan Brown! And suddenly, it's a 25-18 ball game. Luther trying to beat the clock on the other end. Look at that by Bailey. Caitlin Bailey. Nobody picked her up and knocks it down as time expires. And what energy you had going into the fourth, Caitlin Bailey just took away. 27-18. We head to the fourth on Classic Hits 97.7 and 107 The Zone.
Go Big Blue!
High Plains Bank, located at 200 North College Street in Cordell, is the place to handle all of your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on mortgages, vehicle, commercial, and ag loans, along with friendly customer service. At High Plains Bank, we always have a cup of hot coffee or a cold drink waiting for you. High Plains Bank, community-driven and a proud supporter of the Cordell Blue Devils, member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the south side of the square in Cordell will delight your senses when you walk through the door. And Jack's is the perfect place to shop for your Valentine's sweetheart. They can design a special gift for your Valentine, including fresh flowers, candy, gift items, stuffed animals, and of course, they have beautiful roses for your Valentine. New owners Terry and Donna Jones welcome you to come in anytime and see all the new additions and the continued traditions at Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the square in Cordell.
All right, we head to the fourth quarter of play. It's a 27-18 ball game. Cordell and Luther, the winner going to the championship of the Tri-County, where they will do battle with the Hollis Lady Tigers, who advanced with a 47-37 win over Mangum earlier this afternoon. It'll be Cordell basketball to begin the fourth. They're down 27-18. Casey Lee with the basketball. Lee gives it up to Brown, and Megan for 3, and it goes.
Just like that, the Cordell Lady Blue Devils are right back in this ballgame.
Yeah, they are. 27-21, down by 6. Back-to-back threes by Megan Brown, and you love the fact that she's starting to get hot. There's a 3 on the left side that comes up short for Bailey Wilds. Casey Lee with a rebound. Casey coming into the front court, slows it down. Shawnee Silva is there. But again, with the short bench for Luther and the fouls that are mounting, I'm going to attack the rim. 7:15 left of the ball game.
For sure, if you can get one of those players fouled out, then the number of players for Coach Vic to choose from gets even smaller.
Birch, she'll come between the two circles to Camden Davis. Back to Birch. Minute gone by here in the fourth. 27-21. Cordell with the ball. They're down by a half a dozen. Showing good patience right here. Give credit, though. Luther not going to just let you go to the rim unabated. Right? Still playing tough defense. Skip pass over the top. Caught by Birch. Lacey in trouble. She'll go back over the top of the arc to Camden Davis. Now Birch going to set, fire a three, too strong, and the rebound in traffic taken away by Savannah Nunley, and a timeout going to be taken by Luther. 6:36 left in the ball game. They lead 27-21. We're on 107 The Zone and Classic Hits 97.7.
Hey, Blue Devil fans. I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken. Meat packs for every budget and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
Well, you keep looking for lines from Airplane. Oh, stewardess, I speak jive. Leave It to Beaver's mother, Barbara Billingsley, was in that movie. Yep, you're exactly right. 6:36 remaining, 27-21. That timeout taken there by Luther was their second of the ball game. They've got three. Cordell has three. The arrow points the way of the Lady Lions. 5 team fouls on Cordell, 4 on Luther. 6:36 left in the ball game. Just trying to think of lines that are appropriate for radio from Airplane. We've got to get these people to a hospital. Hospital, what is it? It's a big building with lots of patients, but that's not important right now. 27-21. Some levity here in the fourth quarter. Luther and Cordell in a slugfest. The Lady Lions just going to run a little clock right now. Coach Vic knows what a short bench he's got. We talked about it. Rachel Stanfield with 4 fouls. Lauren Coates with 4 fouls. Set the check back in. Caitlin Bailey is trying to go back door. Here is Stanfield. Ball free. Good job by Silva to go get it. Now a 3 ball by Bailey. Doesn't get it to go. Ball tipped out of bounds, and I believe that was off the hands of Casey Lee, and it was off of Lee, so it'll still be Lady Lion basketball.
And the thing I like about this team is there is no seniors on the Luther Lady Lions roster.
Substitution now for Cordell. Camden Davis will sit down. Madison Damon come back in. Inbounds pass. Watch that 5-second count. Boy, at 4.5 they will get it. Silva resets up high. She'll come here on the near side to Stanfield. Rachel dribble, drive with the left hand, scores. Wow. Stanfield now with 9 in the ball game. And some Olay defense right there. Chana Rogers not happy at all. And now a steal at the midcourt line. Stanfield comes up with a loose basketball. Ball poked free by Lauren Coates. Stanfield for 3. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound by Rochelle. She'll put it up. That won't go. Ball tipped around a couple of times, and Cordell will come away with it. Big break there for the Lady Blue Devils. And then Silva with a steal. Shaughnessy right in front of us. We'll throw it right into the hands. How about that of Taylor Jaworski. Here comes Megan Brown. Brown, give, go. Oh, she's got to shoot that ball. Put it in the belly of Kennedy Cox, but you don't make that extra pass. Just go. You're there. You're at the cup. Put it up. Yeah, wow. Well, that's a youngster there trying to be too unselfish. Birch, the inbounds pass. Lacey here on the near side to Damon. Madison back to Birch. 5 minutes left of the ball game. 29-21, 8-point lead for Luther. Again, the winner will play in the title tomorrow against Hollis, and a timeout going to be taken by Jana Rogers. 4:53 left of the ball game. 29-21, the lead 8 for Luther over Cordell, and we are 107 The Zone and Classic Hits 97.7.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
At Shorty's in Cordell, we know sometimes you just want good food, cooked fresh and made to order just the way you like it. Like a great tasting hamburger that's only $2 after 4 p.m. Sometimes you just want a great salad bar any time of the day. And daily specials, they're always fantastic ideas too. You're sure to love this daily special, our bread bowl with soup. Oh, and tell them you heard this ad and get $1 off your order at Shorty's. We can accommodate large parties and always have carry out. That's Shorty's, just east of the traffic light in Cordell. Go Blue Devils!
By the way, Billy Goodwin reiterating, Motley Crue did do Smoking in the Boys' Room in the late 80s. Thank you, Billy. We appreciate that. I like the Brownsville Station one better myself, but then again, I'm older than all you people. Stop it right now! Mike McAlexander checking us out on Classic Hits 97.7. Mike, good to have you alongside, partner. 29-21, 4:40 left in the ball game. Cordell needs a bucket here. They trail by 8. Lee between the two circles. She'll come near side and go to Madison Damon.
Tanner's still over here throwing out the airplane quotes.
I'm sure he is. Madison Damon, dribble, drive, kicks left side. 3 ball on the way. Halfway down, wouldn't stay for Megan Brown. Rebound, batted around, and now a foul. Brown will run up the backside of Stanfield. Give me one that he had.
He said, Roger, Roger, what's your vector, Victor?
You're cleared for clearance, Clarence. Megan Brown picked up that personal. That'll be her 3rd of the ball game. And team foul number 5 on, or team foul number 6 actually on Cordell now. And again, if you're Luther, you're going to back things out and run clock. Midway point, quarter number 4, they lead by 8. I think the thing that made that movie so funny, guys like Leslie Nielsen and Robert Stack, so serious and so deadpan with their jokes. Luther, again, running clock here. Jana Rogers wanting her club to extend their defense, and now they do, near the timeline. Stanfield off the dribble drive. She'll go inside, leave it here on the near side, and putting it up and getting fouled will be Lauren Coates. Coates will go to the foul line to shoot 2. Let's check the whistle. And it'll go against Taylor Jaworski, and that'll be 4 now on Taylor, and team foul number 7 called on Cordell.
Wasn't Kareem in that movie?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was in the movie, yes. And there was a Joey that came into the cockpit and kind of got on Kareem because he said that Joey's dad said that Kareem was lazy, and Kareem grabs the kid by the shirt and says, "You tell your dad to drag Walton and Lanier up and down the floor for 48 minutes." Joey, of course, terrified, looking at the 7'2" Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. First free throw, Coates, no good. Second one for Lauren. Back of the iron doesn't go. That's got to be a foul. Bailey Wilds with a push on the rebound. Her second. And Cordell will get it. Team foul number 5 on Luther. And I can hear to my left, Jana Rogers telling her club, go draw a foul. They trail by 8, 3:34 remaining. So still plenty of time, but you got to start converting. Across the timeline, Madison Damon. Damon will get it to Andrea Palmer. Back to Madison. 3:20 left of the ball game. Boy, I tell you what, they had Lee underneath the basket and didn't get her the ball. 3 ball, top of the arc. Megan Brown doesn't draw any iron. (29-21). And for those of you who are of the age that I am, or have a dad the age of the Fox kids, you are replaying scenes from Airplane in your mind, I'm sure. 3:05 left here in the ball game. Silva, a tough catch. And boy, you look here at head coach Johnny Vick, and he's telling his club, look, just slow down, will you? They'll go inside anyhow. And, well, if you're going to do not what the coach says, you better score. Bailey Wiles does. She's got 4, and it's a 10-point ball game now, 31-21. Lee going to have to attack. She'll dribble, drive, stop, get hacked on the arm. And that'll be team foul number 5 called against, team foul number 6 actually, called now on Luther. And they have called this one on Caitlin Bailey. That's the first of the ball game on Bailey. Inbounds pass, caught by Lee. Couldn't get the shot to go down, and on the rebound, we'll get a tie-up. The jump ball going to point the way. The arrow will point the way of Luther, and the timeout going to be taken by Jana Rogers. 2:40 remaining. It's Luther by 10, 31-21. We're Classic Hits, 97.7 and 107 The Zone.
Hi, this is Terry Jones at Sunshine Cafe in Cordell. Don and I just wanted to thank all of our customers for their business and support over the years. We so enjoy seeing you come through our doors, and we love serving you good food every day. If you haven't eaten at the Sunshine Cafe in Cordell, come see us. There's nothing like a little sunshine in the morning for lunch and for dinner. We'll warm up your day at the Sunshine Cafe on the Square in Cordell.
Friends, if you want a great deal on a leftover 2018 Ford Explorer, you need to come to Cordell, Oklahoma and see Tom or Casey at Wheeler Ford. Get $3,000 discount plus 0% for 60 months or receive $5,500 customer cash. Hey, we're wheeling and we are dealing. Check out our selection of fantastic, nice pre-owned units. Sales and service for life. From Wheeler Ford, Cordell, Oklahoma. Ford, go further.
All right, let's give you a game reset now. 2:40 remaining. It's a 10-point lead for Luther, 31-21. The foul situation, both teams in the 1-and-1 bonus. 1 time left for Cordell, 3 timeouts left for Luther. And again, they lead by 10, 31-21. They will inbound on the far end of the offensive possession. Coming across the timeline, though, almost unabated, Rochelle Stanfield. Stanfield between a couple of defenders. Now she's going to back it out. Just a little game of keep away going on right now. Caitlin Bailey in front of us. Madison Damon on her, and a foul going to be called on Madison. Blocking foul, her third. And team foul number 8 called on Cordell. 2:21 left of the ball game. And to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1 will go Caitlin Bailey. Coming up next, we got one more game. We're not done just yet. We've got a boys semifinal championship matchup between Cordell and Mangum. It ought to be a barn burner. Free throw rolls in for Caitlin Bailey. She'll get one more. 12 in the ball game now for Bailey. 32-21, 2:21 remaining. Stretching out that lead is Luther. Second free throw on the way goes. So Bailey hit them both, give her 13, a Baker's dozen 13, and a timeout going to be taken now by Luther. 33-21, they lead, 2:21 remaining, and we're back in 30 on 107 The Zone.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
33-21, 2:21 left of the ball game. Down to 2 timeouts now left for the Lady Lions. 1 on the board for Cordell, yes?
And what you were saying was we're on 97.7 and 107 The Zone. I cut you off. I apologize.
Oh, that's all right. You know, we have spent a little time here today and yesterday and still have one more day of this togetherness. And when we go to basketball on Tuesday night, back at the friendly confines of Mangum, 2 games going to seem like a breeze. How about that move? Border to border, coast to coast. The left-handed layup goes in for Megan Brown. Well, Brown impressive there. She's got 5 1/4. Megan on the night with 8 points and a foul on the inbounds play by Megan. She's conserving time. That'll be 4 on Brown. Team foul number 9 called on Cordell. 33-23. 1:56 left of the ball game. And to the free throw line will go Rochelle Stanfield. Stanfield on the night has got 9 points, has made 3 of 4 free throws. 1-on-1 opportunity here. Rachel, first one, goes in. She'll get one more. Rachel Stanfield in double figures with 10. Coming up at the end of the ball game, we've got our WOSC Player of the Game. Crack panel will select that. Second free throw up in. Stanfield. 35-23. 1:50 left of the ball game. And beginning to look more and more like it'll be Luther and Hollis in the championship tomorrow night at the Tri-County. Ball free underneath the basket. Taylor Jaworski will get it. Ball fake by Lee, and wouldn't have counted had it gone. An offensive foul called on Casey Lee, That'll be the third of the night on Casey. Player control foul, no free throws. 10th team foul on Cordell. Charge was the call. Some fans across the way, we had to wake up. Minute 42 left of the ball game. Inbounds pass, good job by Lee. She'll come up with a steal. Casey now going to get fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. And I believe that's Lauren Coates fouling out of the ball game. Yep. So Lauren Coates will sit down with 7 points. That'll be team foul number 7.
That was an aggressive check-in.
On this group from Luther. Kennedy Cox will come in, and Cox came by the scores table and basically ran into it.
She was excited, so.
I guess so. I'm glad I didn't have a beverage in my hand. Casey Lee to shoot 1-1. Casey with 11 points, and now the official going to come over and have a conversation. Minute 37 left of the ball game. I'm not really sure what that conversation was all about, and it took place right in front of me. So Casey Lee to the free throw line. She'll shoot the 1-1. Front end on the way. Lee knocks it down. Casey will get one more. Lee with a dozen. And remember, Casey had all 7 points at halftime for Cordell. 35-24. 1:37 remaining. Second one on the way. Lee got it to go. Casey Lee. Baker's dozen 13 now for Lee. 10-point ball game, 35-25. 1:35 remaining. Coming across the timeline now. Here comes Stanfield. She'll get fouled. And if you're wondering if this one is going to last a little bit longer, you would be correct. Renee Jaworski will pick up the personal foul. Renee in there for no other reason to foul. That'll be the first on Renee. Team foul number 11 called on Cordell. 35-25. 1:32 left of the ball game. Free throw up and in. One more now due for Rochelle Stanfield.
How about starting a game at 9:30?
Second free throw on the way. Stanfield knocks it down. So Stanfield 4 free throws here in the fourth. 6 points total in the period and 13 for the night. Her club leads it by a dozen, 37-25. And obviously if you're Luther, you play token defense here and let that clock run. You lead by a dozen. See, they had a little hand check outside by Silva. And she got away with it because Lee carried the basketball. Jaworski going to come back in, but not before a timeout taken by Cordell. 37-25. They trail by a dozen. 1:15 remaining. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7 and 107 The Zone.
Where people come first. It's not just a slogan. It's how we do business. Bank of Western Oklahoma is as traditional as you know us to be, as strong and as stable as you trust us to be, and easy to work with as you need us to be. Come bank with us and experience the difference. 6 convenient locations in Cordell, Elk City, Weatherford, Gary, Visay, and Woodward. Bank of Western Oklahoma, where people really do come first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
All right, here's your game reset now. Minute 15 left of the ball game. The lead now a dozen for Luther over the Cordell Lady Blue Devils. No timeouts left on the board for Jana Rogers. 2 for Luther. Double bonus for Luther on any foul. Just a 1-1 for Cordell. And the arrow points the way of the Lady Lions. Minute 15 left of the ball game. Luther trying to inbound. They will. Good catch on the run by Stanfield. Rachel coming across the timeline. 70 seconds remaining. And you wonder at one point, Cordell calls off the Dogs. Not just yet. Jaworski with another foul. That'll be the second of the ball game now. Called on Renee and team foul number 12 on Cordell in the second half of play. So to the free throw line to shoot 2 will go Caitlin Bailey. First one on the way for Bailey. Back of the iron doesn't go. Caitlin will get one more. 13 points in the ball game for Bailey. Her club leads it by a dozen, 37-25. Second free throw on the way for Bailey, and this one does not roll in. Casey Lee with a rebound, so a glimmer of hope for Cordell. They've got to push, though. Casey quickly across the timeline. Inside of a minute, Lee Popping, shot doesn't go in. Battle for the rebound, going to be taken away by Caitlin Bailey. Bailey now in front of us. She'll go over the top. Bailey Wilds. Boy, Wilds had a wide open look at the basket, and she pulled it back. Foul going to be called on Casey Lee. That'll be her fourth. Number 13 called against Cordell in the second half. And you wanted Bailey Wilds to go ahead and go to the glass.
I think Wilds thought that the Cordell Lady Blue Devils were just going to stop fouling and let the clock run out.
Well, she'll hit the first. Bailey now with 5 points in the ball game. That's her first made free throw. 7 attempts made out of 11 tries here in the fourth quarter by Luther, and that one will roll in as well. So 8 of 12 in the fourth quarter, Luther, and they extend it now to a 14-point lead, 39-25. 35 seconds left of the ball game, and you can hear Coach Vick saying, don't reach. Lee lost the ball, picked up out on the wing by Jaworski. Taylor inside, she'll score. Taylor Jaworski with 4 in the ball game. 41-25. Rachel Stansfield coming across the timeline, and I think now maybe Cordell has finally called off the dogs and not going to foul. 15 seconds left in the ball game, and that's the case, yeah. So it will end up a 41-25 victory for this group from Luther, and they will advance and play in the championship tomorrow as they will do battle with Hollis. Final score 41-25. Luther wins it tonight over Cordell. And we're back to the totals after this on 107 The Zone and Classic Hits 97.7.
Do you want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell, member FDIC.
Did you know water heating is the second largest energy expense in your home? 90% of the energy your washing machine uses goes to heating the water. Your clothes really don't get any cleaner if you wash them in hot water. In fact, the kind of laundry detergent you use is more of a factor than water temperature. So save up to $40 a year by washing in cold water. Low-flow shower heads are also a great way to save water, hot and cold. Replace your old shower head and you could save more than 40% of the water you use when you bathe. These energy-saving tips brought to you by CK Energy.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Well, congratulations to Luther. They win it tonight by 14, 39-25, and they will advance to the championship tomorrow as they will do battle with the Hollis Lady Tigers. Meantime, Cordell will play Mangum tomorrow afternoon for third place. And we'll check the totals first for the Lady Lions as they got 13 apiece in the win from Rachel Stanfield and from Caitlin Bailey. 7 on the night for Lauren Coates, and gives 6 to Bailey Wilds. 16 of 23 from the foul line was this group from Luther, and again they win it 39-25. 13 in the loss for Casey Lee, 8 for Megan Brown, 4 for Taylor Jaworski. Andrea Palmer with 2. 5 of 7 from the free throw line was Cordell. Our player of the game, we'll give dual player of the games, Rachel Stanfield and Caitlin Bailey.
Is that allowed?
Yeah, well, it's our deal, so we can do whatever we want. Caitlin Bailey and Rachel Stanfield are WOSC players of the game. One more game to go. We've got Cordell ready to take on the Mangum Tigers in a boys semifinal matchup. We'll be back for that after this on 107 The Zone. Classic Hits 97.7.
At Corn Heritage Village, we're leading the way in patient care every day, every shift, all year round. We have rooms available right now for your loved ones. Care options include skilled nursing care, long-term care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a whole lot more. We're a nonprofit facility since 1948. Experience the nonprofit difference. When you need us, we're here. Quality care from a staff that really does care. For more information, call Stephanie, 580-302-4554, 302-4554, Corn Heritage Village in Corn and Weatherford, communities of care. Folks you can trust and depend depend on quality Whirlpool home appliances. And the best place to purchase Whirlpool is Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. They've got washers and dryers, refrigerators and ranges and dishwashers and so much more. The complete line of Whirlpool appliances. The best in the industry. And you'll get blue ribbon service from Cordell TV and Appliance and Furniture. We service everything we sell. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture, 117 North Market in Cordell. Phone 580-832-5777.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
When your doctor prescribes, get that prescription filled at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Professional, courteous service every time. And friends, you're more than just a customer to Jimmy Evetts and staff. You are a friend. Evetts Drug has a great selection of gift ideas, including many OU and OSU items, perfume and lots of fragrances, jewelry, and a whole lot more. Greeting cards, a great selection, and at the best price anywhere. Great folks to do business with. That would be Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Come see us.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
Go Big Blue! High Plains Bank, located at 200 North College Street in Cordell, is the place to handle all of your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on mortgages, vehicle, commercial, and ag loans, along with friendly customer service. At High Plains Bank, we always have a cup of hot coffee or a cold drink waiting for you. High Plains Bank, community driven and a proud supporter of the Cordell Blue Devils, member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the south side of the square in Cordell will delight your senses when you walk through the door. And Jack's is the perfect place to shop for your Valentine's sweetheart. They can design a special gift for your Valentine, including fresh flowers, candy, gift items, stuffed animals, and of course, they have beautiful roses for your Valentine. New owners Terry and Donna Jones welcome you to come in anytime and see all the new additions and the continued traditions at Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the square in Cordell.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken, meat packs for every budget, and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
Did you know water heating is the second largest energy expense in your home? 90% of the energy your washing machine uses goes to heating the water. Your clothes really don't get any cleaner if you wash them in hot water. In fact, the kind of laundry detergent you use is more of a factor than water temperature. So save up to $40 a year by washing in cold water. Low-flow shower heads are also a great way to save water, hot and cold. Replace your old shower head and you could save more than 40% of the water you use when you bathe. These energy-saving tips brought to you by CK Energy.
All right, it's our final game of the morning, afternoon, and night. An hour late, we get ready now for the boys' semifinal matchup that will move one of them into the championship ball game against Luther. We've got Cordell and Mangum set to square off. Hollis losing to Mangum last night, 54-49 in the final game of the night. So Mangum advancing into the championship ball game. They take on a Cordell team that struggled against Snyder, and in fact, Snyder had him beat, but Paxton Schweitzer at the buzzer, the game winner, 30-28.
Yeah, both teams had close games last night. Let's see how both of them respond. They both play fast, and that was the problem last night. Both teams that were playing these two slowed the game down, made sure to waste some time on the clock, but I don't think that's going to be the case tonight. I think this is going to be a classic shootout.
Well, I hope you're right. Starting five for Mangum being introduced. They'll work on the left end of your listening device in the first half of play, dressed in their road black uniforms with the gray numerals and the orange trim. And it'll be Trey Dickey along with, let's see, they go with Trey Dickey, Brett Perry, Jet McAlexander, along with Colton Laughlin and Brooks Cross, the starting five for Chad Hussey's club. And again, they'll matriculate on the left end of your listening device here in this first half of play. Meantime, the Blue Devils of Cordell will go with Drayton Maddox. Maddox will be joined by Carson Nickel, Kobe Seltzer, Colby Rivera, and Paxton Schweitzer getting the start tonight for Cordell. The Blue Devils, again, Maddox, Nickel, and Seltzer, Rivera, and Schweitzer, the starting five for head coach Brandon Gallagher. Now, earlier I made mention of the fact that I saw a couple of the players, including Drayton Maddox, eating pizza before the ball game. You said you had a bad experience on that. Do tell.
I won't go into too much details because it did end up coming back up on the on the court.
Oh my!
I was like 6th grade or something, and it was not good. It was bad, and I learned at a young age to not do that. So I don't know how they do it.
Let me just ask you if your mother was horrified about what happened.
Yeah, I think she got down there pretty quick.
Did she come and clean up the mess that her little boy made?
I don't think she had to, but thankfully she didn't have to.
All right, Cordell going to go on the right end of your listening and or viewing device. We're on 107 The Zone. Classic Hits 97.7. We're on Facebook all over the place and on YouTube as well. We've figured out the score. Tanner's got that handled. He's Dylan Fox. I'm Michael in the morning, and the tap going to be controlled by Brooks Cross, and we are underway, and we're looking for some excitement in a ball game.
Yeah, hopefully these teams can score a lot because we've had quite a few slowed down ball games.
Well, especially the girls' contest. Deep three, Trey Dickey goes glass. Shot won't go, and Schweitzer will clear everything out. It'll be interesting to see how Brooks Cross is able to match up inside with Schweitzer. A couple of weeks ago, played against Carnegie, and their big boy had his way inside. Schweitzer from downtown, and he'll score. Paxton Schweitzer. Cross into the front court, bobble the ball, threw it into no man's land. Dickey there to get it. Trey high off the glass, shot won't go. Rebound Laughlin. Colton here on the near side to Perry. Brett, that's too strong. And Schweitzer with a rebound. 7:10 left in the first quarter of play. Maddox may have gotten away with a carry there. He'll hand it off now and slow it down. Kobe Seltzer. Again, Schweitzer up behind the arc, and actually it's Colton Laughlin that is picking up Schweitzer. They'll dish it inside to Rivera, back out top now to Drayton. Maddox dribble, drive at the feet, and there you go. Got an offensive foul. Charge!
And do we want to guess who took the charge? Do you want to?
It is unbelievable.
Mr. Laughlin yet again takes the charge for the Mangum Tigers.
And I'm serious now. I want you to keep a tally mark tonight. Just find out how many charges he takes. Last night it was at least a half a dozen. Mangum trailing 3-0. 6:40 left in period number one. Laughlin behind the back at the free throw line. Gives up the dribble. He'll go to Jet. McAlexander, line drive three. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound off the face of Brooks Cross. And here comes Schweitzer back the other way. Schweitzer going to slow it down. Paxson over the top. He'll go and leave it for Colby Seltzer. Drayton Maddox now going to come out and run the offense. 6:20 left in the first quarter of play. Rivera off the bounce, around cross, lost the ball. McAlexander with his steal. He's got Laughlin over the top, tried to get it to him late. Jet, though, got the ball back, misses the shot, and look at Rivera go up and get the rebound for Cordell. Missed opportunity there for Mangum. They trail 3-0. Into the front court, here come the Blue Devils. 2 minutes gone by. Maddox comes between the two circles to Schweitzer, got the only points of the ball game. 3 ball going to be down up here. Seltzer, Kobe knocks it down. Kobe Seltzer. Half a dozen points in the first quarter of play for Cordell, all from behind the arc. They lead 6-0. 5:40 left here in the first quarter of play. Perry getting a screen out high from Cross, gives up the dribble, needs some help, gets it from Trey. Dickey going to fire a 3. That goes down. Trey Dickey.
Here's the points we've been looking for.
How quickly does he release the basketball? My goodness. 6-3, back the other way. Seltzer from point blank range. Shot doesn't go. Bounce past Rivera, around Cross. That won't fall, but a foul going to be called on Brooks. Brooks Cross, first foul of the night, and that'll be team foul number 1 called on Mangum. So at the free throw line to shoot 2, Colby Rivera. We a little loud, were we?
I guess, Mr. Chad Fox.
First free throw on the way by Rivera is good. Colby Rivera. Yeah, it won't be the first time I've been told to settle down. It's usually a reoccurring theme for me.
Were you gonna finish that?
Yeah. Second free throw, good. I was letting the listening audience fill it in. So Rivera made them both, and it's an 8-3 ball game. Cordell on top as we play here in the first quarter. Chet McAlexander picked up by Maddox. He'll go over the top to Perry. Brett, dribble, drive, bump, bang, glass, got it. Boy, a lot of contact there, no call. And Perry with his first 2, and it's an 8-5 ball game.
As stocky as Brett Perry is, that contact really didn't faze him too much.
It didn't knock him off his feet at all, you're right. Inside now, Schweitzer. Paxson here on the near side to Rivera. Colby out high. He'll go to... I thought maybe going inside that time was going to be Seltzer, but he puts the ball on the floor to Paxson. Paxson around with the left hand, goes in. Look at that move by Paxson Schweitzer.
Yeah, he might have got away with the walk right there, and Coach Hussey was wanting that walk.
Yeah, they didn't get the call. Dickey on the other end. Ball slapped out of his hands. It will remain in the possession of Mangum. I like the move for the big fellow, though. Went with the opposite hand around Laughlin and laid it up and in. 10-5 our score. 4:32 left in period number 1. 27 folks that are checking us out on Classic Hits 97.7. Check here on the Facebook page. 78 now on 107 The Zone. Yes, no, the Cordell girls did not win. Miss Neighbors asking us that. No, they did not win. They'll play for 3rd place tomorrow against Mangum. Cross inside over Schweitzer, and he'll score. Brooks Cross with his first 2 of the ball game. That'll make it 10-7. Got into the midway point, quarter number 1. Schweitzer up top, and he walked that time. Yeah, good defense out high by Colton Laughlin. Laughlin wouldn't give ground, and the travel is the call.
That's going to be a really interesting matchup all night. We've talked a lot about Paxton Schweitzer and his skills down low. And then Colton Laughlin, he's just a really good athlete.
Well, he is. You talk about that. He plays wide receiver on the football team sometimes. Most of the time, he's the quarterback, plays on the baseball team as well, and, of course, is an excellent basketball player. Brooks up top, cross, deep 3. Got it, Brooks Cross. Boy, you got to like that if he can step out behind the arc. That'll tie it at 10. 3:40 left in the first quarter of play. Schweitzer the other way. He'll go to Maddox. Drayton yet to get unwound on the offensive end. Skip pass in the corner. He'll go to Seltzer. Kobe, double team, kicks over the top. They'll look for Schweitzer inside, and that pass too tall. Carson Nickel got a little excited there on that pass, didn't he?
Yeah, for sure. I think both of these teams, after their performances last night, have something to prove here tonight.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. I'm sure that there was some coming to Jesus meetings that went on.
Couple.
Chad Hussey not happy with his club, and Coach Gallagher not happy with his either. Brett Perry left side, 3 ball on the way. Front of the iron, doesn't get it to go. Long rebound, picked up by Brooks. Cross, fakes the 3. Now got to give it up, needs some help, and Jet McAlexander will give it to him. 3 minutes left here in the first quarter of play. We're tied at 10. McAlexander to Cross. Brooks line drive three. Got it to go. Back-to-back threes for Brooks Cross.
Brooks Cross might just be locked in tonight.
8 points now for Cross. 13-10. First lead of the night for Mangum. Back the other way. Here comes Drayton Maddox and company. Carson Nickel. He'll go to Seltzer. Kobe dribble, drive, ball knocked out of his hands by Cross. Boy, Brooks really energetic here in the early going. Maddox now at the free throw line. Slides by, gives it to Schweitzer. Three ball comes up short. Rebound on the floor. Dickey kept it alive, but it's going to be picked up by Rivera. His shot won't go. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. Colby Rivera. Check the foul here, and they have called it on Brooks Cross. It'll be 2 on Cross and 2 on Mangum. Dickey will set down, and Henry Lopez will take his place. First free throw up and in for Kobe Rivera. Colby with 3 points and all from the line. Jordan Petrick is coming to the ball game as well, and Brooks Cross will set down. He sets down because he got 2 fouls. 2:27 left in the first quarter of play. Second free throw on the way here is good. So Rivera made them both. He's got 4. And it's a 13-12 ball game. McAlexander off on a shot, doesn't get it to go. Schweitzer with a rebound. He'll clear it off. And down the far sideline, here comes Colby Seltzer. Seltzer giving up the dribble, leaves it left side for Maddox. Drayton, dribble, drive, kicks right side. Schweitzer back over the top to Maddox. Deep three, that's from Curryland, and he scores.
We talked about it last night. You cannot leave Drayton Maddox open like that, or he will score, and he will score in a hurry.
Back the other way. Laughlin tries to answer, can't get it done. McAlexander with a rebound. Jet. He'll come here on the near side. Hearing from our good friend, part of the Spanish Armada, Cherie Flores. And Cherie accurately saying, I'm loud like she is. Perry trying to get loud here with 3. Front of the iron, got the roll. How about that for a sweet touch?
Front of the rim, back of the rim, and in. What a shot by Brett Perry.
Well, they call that the members bounce on the golf course. 16-15, 1 point lead now for Mangum. Up-tempo game early on. Trying to go underneath the basket, Seltzer, and he stepped out of bounds. There's some good defense there on the baseline. Jordan Patrick and Henry Lopez. They were challenged by Coach Hussey when they went in to play defense, and they turned in a good one there. Perry now coming across the timeline. Carson Nickel going to commit a foul as Brett went by him. Foul on Nickel will be his first, and that'll be number 2 called on Cordell. 16-15, 1 point lead. Kind of interesting to look across the stands, look across the way, and we see fans from Navajo who are here, also fans from Duke that are watching the ball game. And we still don't know who the WSC kids have decided going to be their team in this one.
I think we'll figure out late in the second quarter or so, depending on who's winning.
Laughlin to the glass, and he'll score and get fouled. Colton with a man-like move to the hoop. Check the whistle here. Basket going to count, and they got the foul on Carson Nickel. That'll be 2 on him, and team foul number 3 on Cordell.
Yeah, good drive by Laughlin. He was left alone on that right side with just his defender and went to the hole.
Explosive to the rim. Laughlin 3-point play. Boy, that missed badly. Didn't even hit any iron. Colton just did not look comfortable there.
Hey, it happens. I've done it before. It's not the end of the world.
Gage Keister now has checked into the ball game for Cordell. Across the timeline, here comes Kobe Seltzer. Mangum on top by 3, 18-15. 40 seconds left here in this first period of play. Out on the wing, that's Seltzer. Kobe going to kick it back to Maddox. Drayton for 3. Shot doesn't go. Blocking out Jet McAlexander. McAlexander. Maddox tried to pick him up. Jet goes right by him, comes behind the back. Good matchup between those two. 25 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. And Chad Hussey says back out and run play number 12. What that means is hold on to it and take the final shot of the quarter. 18-15, it's a 3-point lead. McAlexander to Perry at the right hash mark. We're at 10. Brett giving up the dribble, needs some help. Boy, got a little push off there. He'll go to Laughlin, takes the 3. Colton with 3 on the clock, goes to McAlexander. Shot not going to count. Jet stepped out of bounds, ran out of court on the far side. 2.1 left in quarter number 1. Cordell going to try to squeeze one more off. Inbounds pass, Seltzer. Baseball pass over the top, taken away by Henry Lopez, and Lopez threw it the length of the floor and hit the back of the iron. It wouldn't have counted had it gone. We've played one. Mangum 18, Cordell 15. Second period coming up, 107 the zone. Classic hits 97.7.
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
First quarter in the books, and it's Mangum on top by 3, 18-15. In that first frame, they got 8 from Brooks Cross, 5 from Brett Perry, 3 Trey Dickey, 2 Colton Laughlin, 5 in the first quarter for Paxton Schweitzer. Colby Rivera with 4. Kobe Seltzer with 3 for Drayton Maddox. 4 of 4. Cordell from the free throw line. 0 for 1 was Mangum, and they lead it by 3. It'll be Cordell ball to begin the second period of play. Gage Keiser, along with Kobe Seltzer, Colby Rivera, Paxton Schweitzer, and Drayton Maddox out on the floor for the Blue Devils in their home white uniforms, blue and gray trim. Seltzer thought about the 3. Kobe to Maddox, deep 3 there. Look at that! Wow. Yeah. Drayton Maddox.
Whenever you say deep, that was very deep.
And again, that's NBA 3. Jordan Patrick for 3, doesn't get it to go. Rebound taken away by Gage Keister. Get the 5 on the floor for Mangum. Trey Dickey, along with Jordan Patrick, Henry Lopez, Colton Laughlin, and Brett Perry. Mangum in their road black uniforms, gray numerals, gray and orange trim. Good ball movement by Cordell. Inside, ball knocked free by Dickey, though. Trey will get it to Jordan Patrick. Patrick giving up the dribble. He'll go to Perry. Brett now coming across the timeline, chasing from behind, will be Kobe Seltzer. 3 ball, Trey Dickey, off balance shot, doesn't get it to go. In traffic, the rebound knocked out of bounds. They said it was last touch by Cordell, and it'll be Mangum basketball. Scott going to check into the ball game. Also checking back in, Jet McAlexander. Perry setting down and also taking his seat, Jordan Patrick. Timeout going to be taken here, I think, by Cordell. 6:57 left in the first half of play. We're tied at 18 on 107 The Zone and Classic Hits 97.7.
Buy your Mangum Tiger Spirit clothing from locally owned CJ's Tiger Specialty Shop, where you'll find the best selection, quality, and the lowest prices. Greer County items, too. They'll design something especially for your group. CJ's is your one-stop Mangum School Spirit Shop, 1 block south of the high school, Mangum, Oklahoma.
A timeout there taken by Chad Hussey. 6:57 left in the first half of play. 18 on the board for Mangum, 18 on the board for Cordell as we jump around. Any idea who does that?
Are you talking? I was waiting for a Michael in the Morning plug.
No, I don't think I can get by with playing this one on Michael in the Morning. No.
I never know, so. I mean, I listen to you every day.
Well, if your dad would loosen up and let me put some of my own music in there, it would be playing. 3 ball out of the timeout by Scott. Doesn't get it to go. Schweitzer with a rebound. Paxton into the front court. He'll leave it here on the near side by Keiser. Gage had the ball knocked out of his hands. Good hands there by Jet McAlexander and Skyler Scott.
Yeah, Mangum comes out the second quarter in a different defensive look. The first quarter they came in matched up, and this quarter they're in a 3-2 defense.
Michael in the Morning would love to play House of Pain and jump around. No doubt about it. 6:35 left here in the first half of play. By the way, it's 6 to 9 Monday through Friday. Classic Hits 97.7.
Oh, by the way.
Fabulous radio program. There's a steal by Skyler Scott. Fabulous steal by Skyler. Back the other way. Here comes Mangum. Jet McAlexander at the right hash mark. McAlexander going to bring it out near the timeline and reset the offense now for Mangum. We're tied at 18. 6:15 left in the first half of play. Kobe Seltzer will check back in at the next dead ball. Carson Nicholas come back in. Off balance shot there. Colton Laughlin And a long rebound collected by Gage Keister. Quickly into the front court, Rivera. Colby for three, and it goes right side. Colby Rivera. 7 in the ball game now for Rivera. 21-18, 5:50 left in the first half of play. The lead now 3 for Cordell. By the way, there's a 3-ball halfway down, wouldn't stay for Henry Lopez. And the rebound going to be cleared off by Cordell. They come back the other way. Skip pass over the top. And straighten Maddox. Maddox hit one from 3 out there a moment ago. Won't take the shot here. Ball movement this time for Coach Gallagher and company. Now a 3-ball will be dialed up. That one is on the way from Keister. Gage's shot no good. Rebounded though by Cordell. They'll get a reset. Rivera for another 3. That one's off the front of the iron. Long rebound. Guess who's there? Drayton Maddox. Maddox for his own 3. That one's off the back of the iron coming our way. And Scott out of nowhere will get the rebound for Mangum. By the way, hello to Reed and Pam Simmons listening to the broadcast tonight on Classic Hits 97.7. And Pam tells me that she has a sister who is a bookkeeper there in Cordell. And stepping out of bounds, Jet McAlexander. Did he get some help? Let's see if that's a foul. And it will be a foul called on Cordell. A bit of a break there. Push called on Carson Nickel. That'll be 3 on Nickel. And team foul number 4 called on Cordell. Well, of course I can tell her you said hello. You didn't tell me what her name is, but whoever is Pam Simmons' sister that is a bookkeeper in Cordell, your sister says hello, but she won't mention your name. 3-ball, Trey Dickey doesn't get it to go. Long rebound going to be cleared out now by Blaine Larson. Larson had the ball poked out of his hands, tried to save it, couldn't get it done, and a great job by Trey Dickey. By the way, Pam has listened to all the ball games, and she thanks us for being a part of her busy life and putting a smile on her face as well.
We love to do it, right?
Oh, absolutely. No question about it. We love hearing from the fans as well, good or bad. So Mangum back on the offensive attack, trailing by a 3, 21-18. Trey Dickey in traffic. Shot up and over Schweitzer, couldn't get it to go. And the rebound going to be cleared off by Drayton Maddox. Brooks Cross going to come back here with those 2 fouls here at the next dead ball. Little wiggle here on the near side by Kobe Seltzer. He'll go back over the top to Keister. Keister for 3, and it goes. Gage Keister. So 3, knocking down a 3, and it's 24-18. Dickey trying to answer on the other end, and Trey will pump one in from 10. He's got 5. Midway point, quarter number 2. 24-18. Cordell on top by 6. Inside, ball tipped away by McAlexander. Now a run out for Colton. He'll dribble, drive, go the length of the floor, and lay it up and in. How about Colton Laughlin? The explosiveness! Roadrunner, the Coyotes after you! Roadrunner, if he catches you, you're through! 3:35 left in the first half of play. 24-20. Miss Hussey giving me a look on that one like maybe I'm getting a little too excited. Cordell with the ball on the offensive end. Skip pass over the top. Caught here by Seltzer. Kobe, diagonal pass to Keister. 3 on the way. Doesn't get it to go. And Colton Laughlin going to go up and get a rebound. He'll go to Dickey. Trey coming across the timeline. In the corner, right side, that's Lopez. Back out top, Dickey. Trey, little drop step here on the near side. Laughlin for 3. That's short. Rebound, though. Scott had it taken away. Good defense that time. On the rebound by Keister. Used his body. Out in front, Maddox. Drayton kicks. Left side. Ball fake, Rivera. Now he'll go back to Schweitzer. That 3 is off. Rebound putback, though, is there for Gage Keister.
Second chance points will get just about anybody beat.
2:45 left in the first half of play. Scoreboard says 24-22. Brooks Cross, Brett Perry, and Jordan Patrick set to check in. It's 26-22. 4-point ball game. Trey Dickey for 3. That shot won't go, and the rebound going to be cleared away by Gage Keister. Keister, a good one to come off the bench for Cordell. All that length he's got and able to shoot the ball, but he does an excellent job of rebounding for Coach Gallagher. Keister now for 3 on cue. Shot goes down. Gage Keister says, talk some more about me, sir. Keister with 8. And timeout going to be taken by Coach Hussey. He's ready to kick some Keister. 29-22, 7-point lead. Cordell in front of Mangum. 107 the zone. Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers."
2:12 left here in the first half of play, 29-22. It is a 7-point lead. By the way, Pam Simmons says that Teresa Bryant is her sister. She is keeping books for Cordell. She's tall, got short black hair. Well, now Pam wants us to find her sister. It's like we're now putting people on milk cartons trying to find them here on the radio.
All right, I need a tall woman with short black hair to stand up, please.
Yeah, please report to the fan accommodations so we can tell you that your sister says hello. Oh, I love it, Pam. That's good stuff there. The power of the microphone. You got to love that stuff. And here's the fun part. Her sister's not going to believe this. They're going to go to the YouTube page, and they're going to pull it up and say, "See, I was talking about you." Out of the timeout, Brooks Cross. Little ball fake. He'll go to Jet McAlexander. 3-ball, halfway down. Didn't go. And Keister with another rebound. Gage will get it here on the near side to Seltzer. They look inside, and Brett Perry going to take it away. Good job as he anticipated the pass to Schweitzer. Brooks Cross now going to get the ball, bring it across the timeline, and Brooks will slow things down. He'll leave it right side, Jordan Patrick. Henry Lopez drawing a crowd, high off the glass. Shot doesn't go. And there's Keister with another rebound. Gage coming across the timeline. Keister dribble, drive, and he'll run into Jordan Patrick. Count the bucket, and a blocking foul going to be called on Jordan Patrick. Wow. So Jordan Patrick with the blocking foul. That'll be his first. And team foul number 3 on Mangum. And Keister making some noise off the bench now for Coach Brandon Gallagher. Chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, for sure. Gage Keister actually has started quite a few games this year, but the long, lanky junior has done just about everything tonight.
He's got 10 here off the bench. Free throw spins in and out. Jordan Patrick with the rebound. He's got 10 of the 16 in the quarter for this group from Cordell, and they lead it 31-22. Patrick off the bounce, giving up the dribble. He'll come near side. Goes to McAlexander. Jet, dribble, drive, wraparound passes. Sweet one. Henry Lopez, the recipient. He got me choked up.
A dime. A dime from Jet McAlexander.
I'm going to give you a quarter on that one. That was so good. 1:05 left in the first half of play. 31-24. It's a 7-point ball game. The winner will advance and play Luther tomorrow night for the championship of the Tri-County Basketball Tournament. Right in front of us, that's Drayton Maddox with the basketball. Pizza staying down so far. Maddox running clock. He checks it. We're at 45. Drayton looking at Coach Gallagher. Some of the Mangum fans yelling boring. But if the shoe was on the other hand, they would think it was the best thing since sliced bread. 30 seconds left. First half of play. And again, if it's boring and you're Mangum, go out and play some defense and force the issue.
Yeah, if they want to pressure, I think Drayton Maddox would more than welcome that and take them one-on-one.
All right, we have wound our way now down to 10 seconds left of the first half of play. They'll put it in motion. A little weave there for Toby Seltzer. Now a bullet pass to Keister for 3. Gage will knock it down. Gage Keister. How about the second quarter for Gage Keister?
With that 3, he came off with a smirk. He knows he had a good quarter.
I would say so. 34-24. We'll take a timeout and come back and just tell you how good that quarter was for Gage Keister. His club leads it by 10 over Mangum at the half. 34-24. Cordell and Mangum in a good one on a Friday night. It's semifinal Friday night. 107 The Zone. Classic Hits 97.7.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Where people come first. It's not just a slogan, it's how we do business. Bank of Western Oklahoma is as traditional as you know us to be, as strong and as stable as you trust us to be, and easy to work with as you need us to be. Come bank with us and experience the difference. 6 convenient locations in Cordell, Elk City, Weatherford, Gary, Visay, and Woodward. Bank of Western Oklahoma, where people really do come first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756. Folks, you can trust and depend on quality Whirlpool home appliances. And the best place to purchase Whirlpool is Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. They've got washers and dryers, refrigerators and ranges and dishwashers and so much more. The complete line of Whirlpool appliances. The best in the industry. And you'll get blue ribbon service from Cordell TV and Appliance and Furniture. We service everything we sell. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture, 117 North Market in Cordell. Phone 580-832-5777.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Cordell outscoring Mangum in that second period of play 19-6. And they lead it at the half by 10, 34-24. How about Gage Keister? 13 points, all coming in period number 2. Keister leading all scorers with 13. Colby Rivera with 7, 6 in the first half for Drayton Maddox on a couple of threes. Paxton Schweitzer with 5, and Colby Sulzer with 3. 4 of 5 for the free throw line in the first half was Cordell. And they lead it by a score of 34-24. Foul situation. Carson Nickel, the only player in any foul trouble for Cordell. He has got 3 at the intermission. On the other side of the ledger, Brooks Cross had 8, but all of that came early in that first quarter of play. Brett Perry and Trey Dickey, 5 apiece. Colton Laughlin with 4, and Henry Lopez with 2. Mangum 0 for 1 for the foul line in the first half of play. Brooks Cross, the only player with more than 1 foul. He has got 2 at the intermission. And again, 34-24. But what about that second period there by Gage Keister?
Yeah, Gage Keister exploded coming off the bench. Like I said, he has actually started some games, but he is a tremendous shooter, and if you leave him open, he will do just that. He will shoot the ball. And the thing that helped Gage Keister was Mangum came out in a zone that second quarter. They were trying to pack the paint and left him wide open to shoot.
All right, scores from our earlier games today. On the girls' side, it was Lady bouncing Snyder from the tournament, 65-37. Navajo did the same thing to Hobart, 36-28. Lady and Navajo for 5th place tomorrow in the girls' game. 3rd place game, Mangum and Cordell. Cordell losing to Luther, 39-25. Hollis beating Mangum, 47-37. Hollis and Luther in the championship on the girls' side. Boys' side, it'll be Hollis and Lady for 5th place, as Lady beat Navajo 65-56, and Hollis came from behind at Ed Snyder 53-52. Hobart will play for 3rd place. They were beaten by Luther earlier this evening, and they'll wait the loser of this ball game for a third-place contest. The winner will get Luther in the championship. Second half coming up, 34-24. Cordell on top by 10. Summit against Luther tomorrow night for the title of the Tri-County Tournament. And we'll document it for you after this on Classic Hits 97.7 and on 107 The Zone.
The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum is celebrating 80 years in business and 4 decades of Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger graduates. The Castle Insurance Agency has had and will continue to have a long-term commitment to support Mangum students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
When it comes to getting your prescriptions filled quickly, just have your doctor send them to Bratton Drug in Mangum or Granite Drug in Granite, where competent and friendly pharmacists will quickly fill them correctly. Bratton Drug and Granite Drug are hometown, locally owned pharmacies, and they know you have a choice when it comes to a pharmacy, so they appreciate your business, and they're proud to serve you. That's Bratton Drug in Mangum and Granite Drug in Granite.
Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the south side of the square in Cordell will delight your senses when you walk through the door. And Jack's is the perfect place to shop for your Valentine's sweetheart. They can design a special gift for your Valentine, including fresh flowers, candy, gift items, stuffed animals. And of course, they have beautiful roses for your Valentine. New owners Terry and Donna Jones welcome you to come in anytime and see all the new additions and the continued traditions at Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the square in Cordell.
Second half about to get underway here. It'll be Trey Dickey, Jet McAlexander, Brett Perry, Colton Laughlin, and Brooks Cross in quarter number 3. Mangum on the right end of your listening and or viewing device in their road black uniforms, gray numerals, gray and orange trim. Paxton Schweitzer out there to begin the third quarter of play along with Gage Keister for this group from Cordell, and they'll come up with a steal. Colby Seltzer over the top to Schweitzer. Check that. That was instead Gage Keister on the run out. He'll get the bucket and the foul, and Keister now with 15. That'll be the first foul of the second half on Mangum. It'll go against Brett Perry. That'll be his first. So Keister, Schweitzer, along with Drayton Maddox, Colby Seltzer, as the free throw on the way by Keister, and it's in. Keister now with 16, and they'll extend the lead to 13, 37-24. By the way, the final member of that 5 out there, Colby Rivera for Cordell. Shot on the way for Brett Perry, no good, 1 and done. Schweitzer with a rebound. Third quarter beginning like it ended with a 3-point play turned in by Gage Keister. He's got the ball here, feeling it, gonna shoot it from 30, and it goes! Are you kidding me?
Mr. Keister might just be feeling it tonight.
Oh my. I mean, that is way outside. Makes it a 40-24 ball game. Mangum now down by 16. Cross loses the ball in traffic, gets it back, resets now to Jet. He'll come to Trey. Alexander for the free throw line. It's not Alexander, that's Dickey for 2. Trey Dickey. So Dickey stems the Seltzer tide, and the Keister tide for a while. Makes it 40-26. 6:50 left here in the third period of play. Schweitzer up top. Keister says, why not? And he got it. Oh, my! And Chad Hussey says, I got to do something. He'll take a timeout. 43-26. 6:39 left here in the third quarter of play. Welcome to the Gage Keister Show on Classic Hits 97.7 and 107 The Zone.
At Shorty's in Cordell, we know sometimes you just want good food, cooked fresh and made to order just the way you like it. Like a great tasting hamburger that's only $2 after 4 p.m. Sometimes you just want a great salad bar any time of the day. And daily specials, they're always fantastic ideas too. You're sure to love this daily special, our bread bowl with soup. Oh, and tell them you heard this ad and get $1 off your order at Shorty's. We can accommodate large parties and always have carry out. That's Shorty's, just east of the traffic light in Cordell. Go Blue Devils!
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
So if you're Chad Hussey, you take that timeout, but what do you tell him? I mean, Keister just can't miss.
Do not leave him open is all you can say.
Inbounds pass. Here's Brooks Cross. Cross to McAlexander. Now back in the corner to Laughlin. Colton, 3-ball on the way. Got it, Colton Laughlin. That'll help. 7 in the ball game for Colton. Henry Lopez will come in at the first dead ball. Mangum trailing 43-29. Couple of minutes have evaporated here in the third quarter. Schweitzer looking for help. He'll find Maddox over the top. Kick it right side for Seltzer. And now Keister will get it and try to go by Brett Perry. Good job by Perry to stay with him there. Keister, you're right. They're not going to let him have any room anywhere on the floor. Rivera picked up by Cross. He'll go back out top now and leave it for Colby Seltzer. Seltzer inside. Lost the basketball. Perry tries to keep it alive. Does the cross. Brooks on the run. Dribble. Drive. He'll stop. Shoot it over Maddox. And it rattled in. Didn't stay. Rebound though. Trey Dickey in a reset. Dickey thought about the three. He'll hand it off to Laughlin. Colton fakes the three. He'll go inside around Schweitzer and score. Colton Laughlin now with 5 here. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Gallagher and Cordell. 43-31, 5:21 left in the third, and we'll be back to the Tri-County after this on 107 The Zone and Classic Hits 97.7.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
5:21 left here in the third period of play, and Mangum has chipped away a little bit of that deficit. They're now down by a dozen, 43-31. Frustration timeout there for head coach Brandon Gallagher and his Blue Devils. You got a guy as hot as you do in Gage Keister, and then suddenly you're letting the opposition get right back into the ballgame. Maddox to Schweitzer out on the edge, right side. Keister
wide open.
3. Got it. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable.
He just keeps scooting back and he keeps making it.
Yeah. That's his third 3 in the period. He's got a total of a dozen in the quarter, 25 for the ballgame. And that'll make it 46-31. 4:45 left in the third period of play. Lopez high off the window. Shot got altered. Rebound Schweitzer. And guess who's got it? Gage Keister. Keister dribble, drive, kicks right side. Seltzer going to put it on the floor. Kobe near side. He'll go to Rivera. 3-ball on the way. Front of the iron. Didn't get it to go. Long rebound. McAlexander. Jet wants to run. He kicks it into the front court to Perry. Left side. Brett inside to Henry. Lopez to McAlexander. Off the window. Shot won't go. Henry with the rebound. Kicks right side. Laughlin for 3. That won't fall. Perry comes in. Gets the rebound and resets now for Mangum. Good job by Perry that time to grab the rebound. Laughlin between a couple of defenders over Schweitzer. Count the bucket and the foul, and a 3-point opportunity for Colton Laughlin. Paxton Schweitzer frustrated. Foul on Paxton, his first of the night. And team foul number 1 in the second half on Cordell. So an opportunity for Laughlin to complete the 3-point play. Colton's come out and scored 7 quick points for the Tigers. Free throw on the way for Colton. and this one is good. Remember, his last one didn't draw on the iron. It's only the second free throw of the night for Mangum. They trail by a dozen, 46-34. Midway point, quarter number 3. Offense being run by Kobe Seltzer. He'll go to Keiser, now to Maddox. He says, I'll shoot from way outside. That won't go, and the rebound taken away by Laughlin. Good job of blocking out by Colton. Dickey now gets the ball, runs into Laughlin. Trey quickly into the front court. Dickey, double teamed out high, tries to work his way through it, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Cordell. They've got Colby Rivera. That'll be the first on Colby. And team foul number 2 on Cordell in the second half. 3:41 left here in the third, 46-34. Looking for our final 2 places to be filled in on the boys' half of the bracket. We'll get underway tomorrow at noon. Just 6 games tomorrow. Thank goodness there are not 7th place games. Dickey for 3. Got it, Trey Dickey. Dickey with 10. Mangum within 9, 46-37. Back the other way. Here comes Kobe Seltzer. Seltzer hands it off between the 2 circles to Colby Rivera. Now Maddox going to take it out. Picked up by Lopez. Baseball pass over the top. Schweitzer will make the catch. Go back to Drayton. Now to Keiser. Keiser dribble, drive, 17-footer, didn't draw on the iron. Rivera with the rebound, put back, and it's there. Wow. Well, even when you miss everything, there's somebody there to pick you up. 9 now for Rivera. McAlexander quickly the other way. Jet falling out of bounds, and he tried to throw it off one of the Cordell players, but he was already on the baseline when he did. Turnover, going to give it back now. 48-37, 2:49 left. Third period of play. You can hear Chad Hussey telling his club they got to communicate a little bit better, talk as they come down the floor. Rivera, oh, he thought about it. Keiser thought about shooting that 3.
Had a smirk on his face.
Yeah, he sure did. He was out near the W there, and he thought better of it. 2:25 left here in the third quarter of play. Schweitzer inside position, but the ball taken away by Laughlin. Now a run out for Perry. Brett going to lay it up and come up short. Oh, my. Brett short-armed that one. Back the other way now. 3 ball dialed up left side. Goes in for Kobe Seltzer. Seltzer now in double figures. He's got a dozen. 48-37. The lead is 11. Brooks Cross comes in at the next dead ball. From the free throw line, Dickey, 15-footer doesn't go. Rebound, Laughlin puts it up and in. Colton Laughlin. Laughlin keeping his club in the ballgame. Colton 10 in the quarter, 14 for the ballgame. 51-39, minute 45 left here in the third. Keiser, dribble, drive, and he walked, or at least got fouled. Something, no call, missed the shot. McAlexander into the front court. He'll go to Laughlin. 3 ball, air ball, rebounded though by Lopez. Henry spinning, shooting, shot won't go down. Schweitzer going to clear out the rebound for Cordell, and here comes Drayton Maddox the other way. Maddox head on a swivel, bounce pass to Rivera. Colby catch, glass, got it.
Threading the needle, bounce pass down low. That was a dime.
That was a dime. 51-30 or 53-49, 1:10 left here in the third period of play. Perry at the left hash mark goes to Laughlin. Colton drawing a crowd. Why not? He's on fire as well. Back to Perry. Brett diagonal. Dickey with the catch right in front of Coach Hussey. Now to Lopez. Henry for 3. Got it. Henry Lopez. Henry Lopez now with 5 of the ball game. And it's 53-42. 45 seconds left. Third quarter of play. Drayton Maddox coming across the timeline. And now he will try to dribble out most of the quarter. Jordan Patrick has come to the scorer's table if we get a stoppage of play. 35 seconds left, third period of play.
Up 11 against an athletic Mangum Tiger team. I think they'll take it.
Well, no doubt. Again, it's just phenomenal the kind of night that Gage Keiser is in the middle of. 53-42. Now Perry going to force the issue with Maddox. Maddox comes here on the near side. Kobe Seltzer.
This ball has to be going to one person only, right?
Down to 5 seconds left in the period, and Seltzer walked with the ball. Brandon Gallagher didn't like the call. Jordan Patrick does check in. Also coming in, Brooks Cross. Setting down will be Brett Perry and Jet McAlexander. Mangum will get the ball near the timeline, so with 3.8, plenty of time to get off a shot. Laughlin, he'll get it. Goes here on the near side. Patrick, shot at the buzzer, doesn't go, and the period will come to an end. Got a good one coming down the stretch. 53 Cordell, 42 for Mangum. Fourth quarter coming up. Classic Hits 97.7, 107 the Zone.
When your doctor prescribes, get that prescription filled at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Professional, courteous service every time. And friends, you're more than just a customer to Jimmy Evetts and staff. You are a friend. Evetts Drug has a great selection of gift ideas, including many OU and OSU items, perfume and lots of fragrances, jewelry, and a whole lot more. Greeting cards, a great selection, and at the best price anywhere. Great folks to do business with. That would be Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Come see us.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
All right, we go to the fourth period of play, and it is an 11-point lead for Cordell over Mangum. 53-42, 16 in the ballgame for Colton Laughlin. Trey Dickey with 10. On the other side of the ledger, 25 for Gage Keister, 14 for Colby Rivero. Keister, unbelievable, and he will inbound across the way. It'll be Keister along with Kobe Seltzer, Drayton Maddox, Paxton Schweitzer, and Colby Rivera. Cordell in their home white uniforms. Look at Schweitzer go up and get that one. Dressed in their home white uniforms with the blue and silver trim. Maddox, Jordan Patrick on him. Watch that 5-second count. Colton Laughlin, Henry Lopez, Brooks Cross on the defensive end. Mangum in their black uniforms with the gray numerals and the orange and gray trim. Maddox off the bounce, and he carried the ball. Good defense by Patrick. So Mangum will get it back offensively now to begin the fourth period of play. They are down by 11, 53-42. Trey Dickey going to bring it across the timeline. Brandon Gallagher says, okay, if my guys carrying it, they are too. Call it on them. Entry pass to Laughlin. Boy, his hands are so strong. That ball should have been taken away. But Laughlin made the play. Now Keister will steal the ball. Out front, he'll go to Rivero. Kobe back to Keister. Keister, dribble, drive, puts up the shot off the window and missed it. How about that? He's human. On the rebound, we'll get a jump ball. As Keister, Laughlin, and Patrick all in there working hard. Brett Perry, Jet McAlexander back into the ballgame now for Mangum. Patrick sets down, and so will Trey Dickey. 7:09 left in the ballgame. Mangum down by 11. Brooks Cross getting coached up, and they said, quit going to the three-point line. That's going to be a travel now on Brett Perry. Perry took an extra step getting started. 7:04 left here in the ballgame. And again, the winner will play Luther for the championship tomorrow night of the Great Plains Bank Tri-County Tournament. Luther in both the girls and boys championship. It was an invitation they liked coming to the Tri-County to replace Sayre. Keister doesn't take a shot. That's unusual. They'll hand it off to Maddox. Drayton looking for Schweitzer inside. Perry right with him. 6:35 left in the ball game, and if you're Cordell, you're content to run clock every time down the floor.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, up 11 against Mangum. I mean, I don't think they could have asked for anything better.
Maddox going to go inside. Challenge high off the window. Shot won't go. Rebound taken away by Laughlin, and Chad Hussey wants his club to run. Cross underneath the basket. He'll stop, try to get Schweitzer to move, and instead it's Brooks with the travel. And if you're going to go in that deep, you better commit. You know, you just got to do something. And that's what Coach Hussey's doing right now, coaching up Brooks Cross.
Yeah, once you get in there, you just have to go up.
If you get your shot blocked, okay. Go get the rebound and try again. Now back the other way. Seltzer, boy, he found Paxton wide open underneath the basket, and an easy two for Schweitzer. It's a good pass by Colby. Paxson now with 7 in the ballgame. Remember, he had 5 real quick in that first quarter of play and hadn't scored since. Now Mangum going to throw the ball away. And a timeout going to be taken by Chad Hussey. Tigers trail 55-42, 5:53 remaining. And we're back after this on 107 The Zone and Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Do you want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell, member FDIC.
Say hello to Jill Travis Nippert watching us tonight on Classic Hits 97.7. Also Mike McAlexander and Jerome Simon says, let's go Trey. That's on the 97.7 Facebook page. See if I can't dial up the one for 107 The Zone. See what we got going on there coming out of the timeout. Mangum trailing 55-42, 5:53 left of the ball game. And, all right, thank you. Get that plugged in. So Cordell with the ball and the lead, and guess what? Keister's got 2 more. How do you leave that guy wide open underneath the basket? Gage Keister now adding to his point total. He's got 27 in the ball game. 57-42, 5:35 remaining. Perry inside. Brett stopping, popping glass. Shot doesn't go. Rebound, tip, tap. Schweitzer going to take it away. Paxson now going to go to Drayton Maddox. 5:25 left of the ball game. Loser will play for 3rd place tomorrow afternoon against Hobart. Between the 2 circles out high, that's Kobe Seltzer. Seltzer will hand it off now to Maddox, and I think Coach Gallagher content to run a little clock, don't you?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Rivera underneath the basket. Maddox will wind up with the ball. That's an air ball. Rebound on the floor. And good job by Laughlin. He'll poke it forward and get it to Dickey. Trey coming across the timeline. Stops. 18-footer. Goes in. Trey Dickey. Nice soft touch.
I should have said Coach Gallagher would be content if they got good shots because of it.
Rivera into the front court. Baseball pass. He'll go to Schweitzer. And Paxson had the ball knocked out of his hands. And it went off of his foot and out of bounds. And Cordell gives it up to Mangum. They trail 57-44 to the Tigers. 4:35 remaining. Well, again, you're playing late into the night, and they only play 6 games tomorrow. It could be a really short turnaround for the ball game tomorrow evening for the championship for one of these 2 teams. Laughlin, no-look pass, and Jet will lay it up and in. McAlexander, first 2 of the ball game for Jet McAlexander. 57-46, 4:15 remaining. Baseball pass over the top, caught by Seltzer. And Seltzer will collide with Laughlin, and a blocking foul going to be called on Colton.
Like you're saying, it's going to be a quick turnaround, but if it does end up being Mangum, they won't need any more reason to play well against their rival, Hobart Bearcats.
Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, if they don't win this ball game, they'll play the Bearcats, and they've already played them a couple of times this year. Trey Dickey thought he had a steal, but when he tipped the ball, it was on the baseline, and it will still be Cordell basketball. They played a couple of times. They played in the Best of the Southwest. They also played over at Merritt last couple of weeks ago. And Keister's got 2 more. Stop me if you've heard this before. 29 now for Gage Keister. Well, if things go the way they do, guess who our WOSC player of the game will be?
It will definitely be Gage Keister. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Be a Mariana Rivera situation. Unanimous choice. Keister thought about the 3, puts it on the deck, goes to the free throw line, and that one goes in. Unbelievable. Gage Keister, 31 in the ball game. And remember, he didn't start the contest. He didn't score in the first quarter. 3:30 left here, 59-46. Trey puts it up, teardrop goes. Dickey now with 14.
he might have a good argument to start after that performance.
59, yeah, no kidding. 59-48. The lead 11. 3:15 left here in the fourth quarter of play. Schweitzer kicks it left side. That's Rivera for three. That's off the front of the iron, doesn't go. And the rebound, Henry Lopez. Good job by Lopez to go get it. 3 minutes left of the ball game. 59-48. McAlexander goes inside Perry. Brett back out top, Trey. Dickey on the way for three, and it goes. Trey Dickey. 7 in the quarter, 17 of the ball game for Dickey. Got it to 10, 61-51, 2:45 and running here in the fourth. And wisely slowing it down, Kobe Seltzer. You want to limit the possessions that Mangum gets at this point when you've had your lead cut to 10.
But don't settle for bad shots, too. Don't just waste the clock and then settle for a long jumper.
Out high, Drayton Maddox. Maddox going to be picked up by Henry Lopez. Now Keister will get it. He doesn't shoot. Goes back to Maddox. 2:15 left. So they've already run about 35, 40 seconds off on this possession alone. Maddox giving up the dribble. Coming and getting it. Schweitzer. Schweitzer comes to the basket. Won't take the shot. Resets to Seltzer. Kobe wanted to take that shot, but he's right in front of Brandon Gallagher, and Gallagher's like, no, pull it out.
Yeah, he definitely would have gotten an earful if he shot.
Minute 52, minute 51 left of the ball game. Henry Lopez going to get called for a hold. It's just the third team foul on Mangum, so you've got the added bonus of trying to come up with enough fouls to send him to the line and not run let the clock run it down a whole lot. Minute 50 remaining, 61-51. Into the backcourt, Maddox will go get it, and Lopez looks at his coach, says, all right, I'll go foul him again. So Henry, back-to-back fouls. That's 2 on him, 4 on Mangum. Minute 47 left of the ball game. Gage Keister in front of us, inbounds to Maddox. This time Lopez does not go fouling very quickly. Down to a minute 40 remaining. Maddox. Laughlin going to pick him up. Ball slapped out of bounds, and it will still be Cordell basketball. 1:34 remaining. So a game of keep away right now for Cordell as they lead it 61-51. Inbounds pass into the backcourt. Keister picked up by Brett Perry. Keister coming our way. Gage, got to watch that 10-second count. Brandon Gallagher says, I better call a timeout or I'll get a violation. 1:27 remaining. It's 61-51. Cordell in front of Mangum. 107 the zone. Classic Hits 97.7.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
All right, here is your game reset now. 1:27 remaining. It's a 61-51 lead. Mangum trailing Cordell, and Cordell has the basketball. 2 fouls committed by the Blue Devils, 4 by the Tigers. The possession arrow points the way of Cordell. 1 timeout left of the ball game for Mangum. Still 3 on the board for Cordell. They will inbound across the way. Clock certainly the friend right now of the Blue Devils. Wonder if they've got a blue dress on. Good golly, Miss Molly. Inbounds pass, caught over the top, Drayton Maddox. Maddox with Lopez on him. Henry not fouling yet. Drayton now in the front court, jumps it over the top to Schweitzer. Paxson double teamed. He'll step through it, kick it over here on the near side, and a reset out high for Kobe Seltzer. Seltzer back to Maddox. Maddox, they tried to foul him there, didn't get it done. Keister now. He'll go to Rivera. Minute left of the ball game, and they now will finally foul Drayton Maddox. That'll be team foul number 5 on Mangum and the 3rd on Lopez.
Coach Hussey saying red. I'm going to assume that that's 2 foul.
Maddox gets the inbounds pass. Lopez and Dickey there quickly. They'll call this one on Trey. That'll be his first. And team foul number 6 called on Mangum. 58.2 remaining. Keister to inbound. Caught here on the near side. And Seltzer, he'll get fouled by McAlexander. And Kobe will go shoot 1 and 1. 7 team fouls now on Mangum. On the evening, Kobe Seltzer with 3 points, got a 3 early on and has not scored since, but it has been the Gage Keister show as he's thrown in 31. And that's from the second quarter on. Seltzer, free throw, good. Kobe gets one more. On the night, Cordell now 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Second one on the way, good. Kobe Seltzer. He's got 5, and the lead back to a dozen, 63-51. Dickey quickly the other way for 3, and it goes. Trey Dickey. And 50 seconds left of the ball game, down to a 9-point deficit. Final timeout of the night taken by the Tigers. They trail 63-54 on Classic Hits 97.7 and 107 The Zone.
Guys, make this Valentine's Day special for that someone you love. Fresh flowers are the ticket straight to her heart. And the ladies at Flowers Unlimited in Mangum are known for special arrangements she's sure to love. Why not order now and avoid the rush? Just call Flowers Unlimited at 782-2122, give them your credit card number, and they'll have your order ready for pickup on Valentine's Day. Or they'll deliver it directly to your sweetie. Flowers Unlimited, Mangum. Farmers and ranchers, need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County.
Well, out of the timeout, Cordell will take a timeout as they couldn't get the ball on the inbounds pass, so we will keep it right here. As that'll be the third timeout of the night taken by the Blue Devils. 50.1 remaining. Let's go ahead and set the stage for you. Again, we'll be back tomorrow at noon. The girls' fifth place game will feature Leedy and Navajo. Boys' fifth place game, Leedy and Hollis. And then the 2 third place games, Mangum and Cordell on the girls' side, and Hobart and either Cordell or Mangum on the boys' side. Girls' championship, Hollis and Luther. Boys' championship, Luther is in there. The winner of this one will fill out the final bracket location. 63-54, 50.1 remaining. 9-point ball game. DJ Raven Cade got to cut off her stuff. Inbounds pass caught by Maddox, and Trayton going to fall down. Did he get a timeout in time? Oh, he did. Maddox was falling down and got the timeout. So we'll take one as well. 63-54, 47.1 left on Classic Hits 97.7, 107 The Zone.
Farmers and ranchers, need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
Friends, if you want a great deal on a leftover 2018 Ford Explorer, you need to come to Cordell, Oklahoma and see Tom or Casey at Wheeler Ford. Get $3,000 discount plus 0% for 60 months or receive $5,500 customer cash. Hey, we're wheeling and we are dealing. Check out our selection of fantastic, nice pre-owned units. Sales and service for life. From Wheeler Ford, Cordell, Oklahoma. Ford, go further.
Well, on the inbounds play, Brett Perry came up with an air interception, got tackled, lost the ball, but he's going to get a chance to shoot free throws. How about that?
An interesting series of events. The foul was on. Who's the foul on?
No, I don't know that we ever got the call. It'll be, well, now the official's going to have a conversation about it. I don't know that they called a foul.
Call on number 10, but the only number 10 out there is Brett Perry. And they're going to call it on Brett Perry now.
Let's see what the call is here. Let's listen in the conversation that Chad Hussey will have with the official. Well, he turned his back so we couldn't hear him. Chad Hussey explaining that my guy caught the ball and he got ran up from the backside. Oh, they are going to call the foul on Perry. You're right.
Wow.
How about that? Foul on Perry, going to be his second. Team foul number 8 called on Mangum. And a one-on-one opportunity now for Kobe Rivera. Chad Hussey furious. Trying to get himself, I think, probably a technical. And the official's not going to give him the satisfaction. First free throw up and in for Rivera.
He might come back for it right here, though.
Still barking at the officials, and they won't even look at him. Still trying to do it. And I mean,
they won't do it.
No, they won't do it. They won't get him the satisfaction. Second free throw for Rivera is good. Rivera now with 16 in the ballgame. 65-54. 35 seconds remaining. And still working him, trying to get the technical foul.
Not going to call it.
Brett Perry goes here to Henry Lopez. Deep three for Lopez. Henry can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. It'll be Schweitzer and McAlexander. And I have known umpires and officials not to give a coach a satisfaction and give him that ejection if it's in baseball or softball, or the technical foul in basketball.
Well, Coach Hussey was saying probably a few choice words to get that one.
And the official just wasn't going to do it.
It's a lot of paperwork, Michael. Come on.
Inbounds pass. We'll get a foul. Henry Lopez picks up his fourth. Team foul number 9 called. Called on Mangum. Coach Hussey says they run up our backside and you call the foul on us. So Paxton Schweitzer to the free throw line. Paxton was 7 in the ballgame. Makes the first. He'll get one more. Paxton Schweitzer. I think that was the 10th team foul. That should have been the 10th team foul on Mangum. So Cordell's going to win it. Schweitzer hits the free throws. And they will play tomorrow night against Luther in the championship. 67-54. Perry coming back the other way. Brett, off-balance shot doesn't go. Henry will put it up and in. Henry Lopez with 2 more. 7 in the ballgame for Henry. Mangum not going to foul here. Down to 10 seconds remaining. Maddox into the front court, and this one will end 67-54. Maddox holds the basketball. 67-54, your final score. Cordell wins it, and they advance to the championship. 67 for the Blue Devils, 54 for the Tigers. We're back with the totals after this. 107 The Zone. Classic Hits 97.7.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum is Tiger proud. When you need a reliable used vehicle, just visit Jamie's Auto Sales at 129 North Louis Tittle Avenue in Mangum. Owner Jamie Turner has many years of experience in the auto sales business. Jamie or Lacey Del Tepper will help arrange financing through area banks and credit unions. Get a good vehicle and save money at Jamie's Auto in Mangum.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a 4-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
67-54, Cordell wins it. They'll advance to play in the championship tomorrow evening as they'll do battle with Luther. And what a ball game for Gage Keister. 31 off the bench for Brandon Gallagher. 31 of his club's 67. And again, he didn't score in the first quarter of play. Keister with 31, 16 for Colby Rivera, 9 of the ball game for Paxton Schweitzer, half a dozen for Drayton Maddox, and 5 for Colby Seltzer from the free throw line. Cordell, they got it done for the charity stripe. They were 11 of 12. On the other side, Trey Dickey wound up with 20 for the Tigers, 16 for Colton Laughlin in the loss. Give 8 to Brooks Cross. 7 in the ball game for Henry Lopez, and 5 for Brett Perry, 2 for Jet McAlexander from the free throw line. Boy, this is a tough one to chew on if you're Mangum. Mangum 1 of 2 from the foul line. Wow.
They've got to drive more. They've got to get inside the paint. I mean, that's what they had done all year, and obviously they weren't able to do that tonight. But props to Gage Keister.
Oh my, no kidding.
What a night. He came out hot in the second quarter. We thought maybe it was just going to be that one quarter, but to start off the second half, he was lights out.
Keister with 31, and that earns him the WOSC Player of the Game. Gage Keister, 31 of his club's 67 points. So we need to get out of here because we're back tomorrow morning to get ready at about 11 o'clock because our first ball game is at noon. Lady and Navajo on a girls' 5th place ball game. Girls' 3rd place game, Mangum and Cordell. Well, my voice lasts for one more day. Hollis and Luther in the girls' championship. Boys' side, Lady and Hollis in the boys' 5th place game. 3rd place game, Hobart and Mangum. That'll be a barn burner. Championship game will be Luther and Cordell. So for our family of Foxes, that would be Tanner, that would be Dylan, that would be Chad, and that would be the queen of them all, Shelly.
You're not wrong.
I'm Michael. Thanks for joining us tonight on 107 The Zone and Classic Hits 97.7.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say
What'd
go.
you say?